sports encyclopedia. We West Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut.
What are you?
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. From day one, you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur Sanders is the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I'll proudly stand up next to you all. God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Rich. You got the belt around you. Coach JB Show.
Yeah, we are in the building. Talk That Talk Tuesday. I will talk back. Smitty and I are here. We got a lot to discuss. Dr. Jesse Morse will talk about a recap on NFL injuries here this morning, Super Bowl injuries, who's in the offseason needs to get healed up for your favorite teams. So tune into that. Steve Kim will join us. The Korean coach Sel himself and Bama legend Trent Richardson will join us to wrap the show on this Talk That Talk Tuesday, powered by BetUS. So head on over there today. Use the promo code CoachJB and get you a 150% bonus on your first deposit, up to $2,000 plus protection and insurance. So pound that like, subscribe, become a member today as the realest show on planet Earth begins on this Talk That Talk Tuesday. What will Dan Orlovsky do? He mentioned live on TV yesterday that this could be it. I did speak to Dan, but it was all in a joking manner and regarding a specific someone. And I did tell him to do a show with me and without someone else, but that is neither here nor there. What is important in his message is, and how he's delivered it, is what we're going to talk about today. He also mentioned Ryan Clark. And that is also ironic, since Ryan Clark has his own show, The Pivot, which is doing well, I'm sure. And does Dan follow the footsteps of so many others? The Pat McAfee's, the Dan Orlovsky, follow that path? Who knows? But what I do know is this. This could be the end of Disney's most woke sports platform in ESPN. But what do I know? Let's dive right into it, man. My main man, Big Smitty, Far East Sider. 317, LeBron James, hairline having, Lamar Jackson loving, AR5 defending, and Caitlin Clark jocking. Fox Sports' very own, fresh off the Super Bowl party in New Orleans trip, Big Smitty. No background, no drop, no nothing. Got these new shirts, Smitty. Got fire shirt. Have you seen these? Peep this. You should see the hoodie, though. The hoodie's a zip, too. Got the JB.
Going back. Slap Dick Nation, Yacht Club. Ooh, we gonna all be on the yacht and just have one of them.
Yeah, with the anchor. With the anchor. Got all the colors. Got all the color. I got all the colors. Glitter. Huh?
Red's my favorite color, so that's perfect too.
Really?
Yeah, like not even on some game. Not like red, my favorite color. Like it's always been that. And I'm with the Ball State too.
Oh, yeah. Chirp. I got all the red on. So whoop. So let's dive into this. We got lots to discuss today.
Hold on. I got to say what's up to the chat. We got my man Braden Smith in the chat. We got Texas Spur. We got Ill Bill. We got Jazzy Jazz. We got Gene. We got Jared. We got Sugar on the Round, please. We got Grandmaster Wu, Omaha Gamer, and Jay Uso all in the chat today. It's going to be a crazy show. My hair, I almost need another haircut, but I'm still cool for now. I still look crazy in a good way. And we got a great show today, JB. What we got going on?
We got a lot going on, man. Let's see. I hit up Dan Orlovsky yesterday. You saw my text to him.
Yep.
And his response was unbelievable. I told you, I like Dan. I said it yesterday on the show before I even heard this or knew this or texted Dan. I told Dan to replace you and come on the show and be the new co-host.
Yep.
So I just want to throw that out there right now so Smitty don't get blindsided if Dan comes on and is our new co-host.
It's all good. Just pay me out for the rest of the year for our contract, and then I got a couple other opportunities anyway. So that's all works out. See, I like transparent business practices. As long as you tell me straight up, I'm cool. I'll still be cool with JB. I ain't tripping. Just pay me out the rest of the year.
See, that's what's the problem. See, I think the society we live in has become so, gay that we accept that now. We accept it now, Smitty. Back in my day, if I would have told you that, I would expect you to, try to fight me or call me out. Mm-hmm. If somebody would have told me that just casually, hey, man, I'm going to replace you with, I'd be like, you a bitch, woo. That was how we grew up. Now you just said it. It's transparent business. The world's changed. You cool with it.
That's because I got so many other things. I'm a hustler, so I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. If you don't want me on the show and you want Dan and you want your show to lower the ratings, perfectly fine. Then I'll go somewhere else, host another show, blow that up again, make more money on that show, and then you just rebuild.
So you just go around rebuilding shows. So you the JV of JUCO football. So you just go around.
But what do I know?
First of all, Dan is twice as woke. He's DEI. Let's get right to it, man. Before we even get going, we got a guy on time. He got PRP injections going on. He's doing all kinds of. He got cats hanging up and tied down. He's doing full-on reconstructive knee surgeries. He's got fucking open heart surgery going on. Let's bring our main man in real quick because we got to get him in and out because he got a busy schedule. Coming suited and booted, our main man, Dr. Jesse Morse, joins us. Doc is in
on right now.
Yeah, he got surgery right now.
Hey, Doc. Showtime, baby.
Showtime.
He repairing a torn meniscus right now.
He tell that guy, hold on.
Hey, Doc, show us the knee real quick.
Hey, Doc, I know you're busy. So basically, let's recap the Super Bowl. Any injuries everyone's fan bases for Philly, for Kansas City should be aware of that people need to get rehab on the off season?
So there's a couple guys that, first of all, the game was over at halftime, probably before that, but not even sure why they played the second half. Mahomes made an incredible throw in the game, but late in the game, but it didn't really matter, and it will probably kind of go by the wayside. Incredible defense by Fangio, and that's what should win. Devonta Smith had a hammy, but you wouldn't have known it. It didn't bother him. He did great. Xavier Worthy should have been targeted all year, as you saw how talented he was. Rashee Rice obviously didn't play. There's some questions about possible looming suspension. He had that lateral part of his knee. He really had a lot of issues. He had an supposedly isolated grade 2 or partial tear of that LCL, which is that whole lateral kind of instability structure. He'll be ready for week 1, whether or not the actual team allows him NFL with suspension. I don't know about that, but I think he'll be ready for week 1. I have a little bit of concerns about this knee. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. It's not a common injury. There's not a lot of data to compare it to that I come off the top of my head, especially in isolation. This is the same ligament that J.K. Dobbins tore, but he also tore his ACL. So it was a completely different monster. But I would buy the dip, quote unquote, for Rashee Rice if and when he is available. In terms of A.J. Brown, didn't do a whole lot, but looked, did enough. And I think there's no, I don't think there's any reason for him to leave now that he just won a Super Bowl. So I think that the questions of whether or not he's going to be irritated and leave, I think, are squashed now. Brandon Graham was effective. I'm assuming he didn't have any setbacks, so he did a great job being able to return, and his presence was felt. There was, Nakobe Dean, obviously, probably going to struggle early next year, probably going to be on PUP if I were to guess, with that significant patellar reconstruction, patellar tendon reconstruction, which is this tendon right here. Very, very, very difficult injury to come back from. He will come back because of his youth and because of all the technology, but it's a tough injury. It takes a while. I wouldn't be surprised if he's really good until 26, which is unfortunate. But as far as, it'll be interesting to see if Kelsey comes back, who is pretty much irrelevant in the game. I just don't think he can separate anymore when they put two guys on him. There was one pass where Mahomes was trying to fit it into that window in the middle, and he threw it behind him, but he probably couldn't throw it in front of him because of the defenders. So it's just, he's 35 going on 36. He's got a lot of mileage. Remember, he had that significant knee injury in his rookie season that most people would have never came back from. And he came back and had one of the greatest careers, a tight end ever. So, I don't know if it's time to hang him up or if it's, I don't know. All I know is that it was disappointing the last, half of the season, quarter of the season, but still one of the greatest ever. In terms of overall injuries, zooming out, there's a couple guys, I'll do a video on this in a little bit actually, that I have concerns about. Are they going to be ready for week one? Where are we at with them in week one? Number one is Brandon Ayuk. Is he going to be back from his ACL? He will be. Is he going to be ready in week one? We don't know, probably. Can we trust him? And that's a separate discussion. Almost every single wide receiver over the past decade that came back from ACL reconstruction really struggled in their first 6 games back. If it's the first half of the season, then they really struggled. Remember, Chris Godwin really struggled and came on really late, and that was why he was so good. Most of the guys just are not very good that year. And even if they're super premium talent, Cooper Kupp is probably the one exception. And then, there's a couple other guys that we have to figure out. Are they coming back? Are they going to be ready? Obviously, several ACL guys, a couple Achilles guys. And then, is there any significance to Tua's injury? Probably not. But and then I talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago on a Cleveland Browns podcast about whether or not Deshaun Watson is actually going to be able to return to relevance after his second or re-injury to his Achilles. And not only that, he wasn't even good before his Achilles. Like, the only reason, in my opinion, he was on the field is because of his contract. So if you remove the name and just look at it for the data, he was awful before the Achilles. So you add, the Achilles and then the re-injury to the Achilles. So, he's going to try to come back. I don't know if what that's going to look like. And then the next question is, what do we expect out of Rodgers where he ends up, or what is he doing? I'm assuming he's going to want to try to come back and not throw away 20, 30, 40 million or whatever the number's going to be. Kirk Cousins, how is he going to end up? He should be better in 2025. Remember, his was his rear leg, his strength leg. He's a little bit older. He's not much of an agile guy. And now, put him in a better offense that's more suited for his traits as opposed to Penix and what he can do there. And then I think it'll be interesting to see how the Chiefs retool. I'm expecting Hopkins to either not be there or to retire. I'm expecting Kelsey to the same. Juju, kind of a third, fourth guy. Rashee Rice, again, we don't know where he's at early in the season. Pacheco really struggled late. Kareem Hunt is 29 and was kind of a add-on late in the season because of Pacheco. Most of their core is young with Worthy and Hollywood's a free agent. So, what are they going to do? Are they gonna mix it up? And obviously, they still have Mahomes, and we can officially put an end to the Brady versus Mahomes GOAT debate. I think that finally is settled. And I read a stat the other day that damn near lost my mind. So Brady has been to 10 Super Bowls. In all 10 of them, when he had the ball at the end, they were winning. He finished 7-3. The defense lost it all 3 times.
Yeah.
Remember the crazy catch? Remember the Philly special? Okay, remember these were all end of game plays. Mahomes lost both of his by a combined 40 points, and it probably should have been more. There was garbage time in this last one. So, Mahomes is incredible, not taking nothing from him, but there are levels, and there is no longer available to get to that next level. If Mahomes were to win 5 or 6 in a row, okay, fine. Now, or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Joe Montana was great, but he made, 4?
He went 4 for 4. Yeah.
So, elite, right? No question.
Yeah.
But,
Aikman 3-0. Aikman 3-0.
So, in general, there's levels, but, he will be among the greats. But I think, and you guys might have caught this, but for any watch guys out there, Lillard watch guys.
Tom Brady, golly.
Okay, hold on. This one you might not have caught because you had to be really attentive. In the pregame, when he was down on the field, if you look at his wrist, he's wearing a $3 million Jacob. That was in platinum diamond, white diamonds. That was completely diamond. These are super rare. Then when he's in the booth, he's wearing a different yellow Jacob. That's $700K. And I'm like, these are just from Jacob. You cannot get these.
That's how we do it at Fox. That's how we do it at Fox.
I saw it. I'm like, this is the subtlest flex you'll ever see in your life.
I'm gonna put mine down.
But impressive nonetheless. But it was a great season.
Hey, Doc, I got a question. Did you mention Chris Jones? I think Chris Jones went down.
Yes. So Chris Jones, good question. So he came in with a calf. He did have a knee brace on, but to my knowledge, he didn't really talk about knee injury, but he definitely left with a knee injury. I don't know if he ever returned. I'm trying to remember I don't think he did. And that game was pretty much over by the end anyway. But so that'll be something to monitor in the offseason. I haven't heard any updates on it. He trains down here in South Florida, so maybe we'll hear some rumblings. But in general, I don't know his contract situation. I'm assuming he's going back to the Chiefs, but but we'll have to see if there's anything significant there to look into. There are a bunch of big other injuries. I haven't really mentally transitioned to the offseason yet. Kind of in medicine mode right now after the grind of 6-7 months or whatever it was from August till now.
Hey, Doc, before you leave, let's get into this brass tacks. I know we talked. I know you broke some statistical news. I've been a guy that's avidly against these fucking helmet condoms, I call them. But you did a research study. You did a study. You broke it down. Concussions are up with hats being worn versus not. I think it's 31% or whatever. What did you find out? Break it down with these Guardian caps.
Yeah. So I was actually on that Deshaun Watson podcast the last 2 weeks ago. One of the main people for Guardian was actually on the call. I thought it was kind of funny. But in general, the data, so the data, there's a lot of variability here. So it's like, hey, if you have a previous history of concussions, you're at higher risk. If you're at certain positions, you're probably at lower risk. So there's a lot of variability. But this was a specific study for high school students. So obviously different levels, but and they only did them in practice. So yes, there's a lower incidence of concussions in practice in general compared to games, and maybe it was a regulation thing, or no, not everybody had access, so they couldn't do it. But the data showed that there was, I think, roughly 700 people wearing Guardian caps and about 600 or somewhere between 500 and 600 people not wearing them. And the percentage of concussions that people sustained was higher in the group that had the Guardian caps on. So even though there was more of them, it was more about the percentages than the total, because obviously the total will be skewed. So then the question becomes, do you get a false sense of security with that on and hit harder or act more reckless? It's a valid question. Is the additional weight of the helmet, and it's not a lot, but it's enough, is the additional weight causing stress on the neck, which allows for more whiplash? That's a separate discussion and something that's worthy of looking into. I know they want to decrease, I know they want to decrease the risk of concussions, as they should. I just don't know if I completely believe these or the Q collars actually make a difference. And this study, from what I can tell, was unbiased. If you're having a study by the NFL or by the makers of the caps, you're inherently biased, unfortunately. Like, you don't have a choice. You're going to want, so that's the breakdown of the study. I think the link's at the bottom if you want to look at it. I'm sure there'll be more coming out. I get that you're trying to protect. I just don't know if this is the answer. And most of these injuries are rotational. So you should have more padding in the back when you hit your head. And even then, is a little bit more foam really going to make a big difference when you have the best helmets we've ever had, like ever? So the data in general is that the concussions are down. The data in general is that the kickoff rule, and I did a little segment on Fox, I think it was, the other day. The data for the dynamic kickoff this year, concussions were down, specifically in the kickoff, and lower extremity injuries were down.
Okay.
Which is good, right? Why? Because if you think of the old rule where basically people were running into each other at full force, right? It's the only time you're ever going to be both running at each other full force, unless there's a pick or something like that. But in terms of a regulated field, now it's we wait until you catch the ball and then you run. So there's a lot less ramp up and therefore a lot less running into each other. And there was a lot more plays and there was a lot more touchdowns and there was a lot more action because of how they designed it. So I think the rule was not only effective for excitement, but also effective for safety. So I think they continue to implement that, and that's what the data showed. And in general, I agree. I think there were more injuries throughout the season than we're used to seeing. But in terms of kickoff, which are mostly special teams guys for the most part, and the good news is if they decide to put one of their stars back there to receive, like Debo would do it, and then you have a little bit more. Okay, maybe the risk is a little lower now that I can risk my star being out there and maybe making a play or two compared to the old rule. So I like that, and I think that's a good idea. But overall, I think there was way more injuries throughout the season than, in my opinion, than ever before. I don't know if I have specific side-by-side data just because in the grind it's so ridiculous. But even just tracking quarterback, running back, tight ends, and wide receivers, there were weeks where I had 70 to 80 guys that were actively on the list and probably 15 to 20 that pulled off just to make it easy. I mean, that's a lot of players. And now, obviously, they're saying they want to add an 18th game, but they're not going to do it. And we heard that 5 years ago before they added the 17th game. So we'll see how that plays out. But and now they're adding a game in Australia and a game in Ireland. So you're adding even crazier travel. You want to talk about crazy travel. That's a whole nother level of travel to Australia. I mean, Germany's one thing, but Australia.
Yeah, it's crazy. That I don't know. The helmet, we've had a guy that creates those helmets, a good friend of mine who's made very profitable business off it. He started it years ago. He's got like the patent on the actual design of the helmet, and good friend of mine, Mike Jules, he comes on often, but he told me from the gate they're actually more dangerous. They're only for 7-on-7. They're only for protection with no pads on. They're to protect shoulders when you're not in pads and your helmet, and you're just from hitting another helmetless player. So they're not for padded games. They're not for collision. They're not for that. Yeah. He said the cushion, the actual invention of it is actually going to cause more damage. He said he was shocked the NFL approved it because the padding in there, he said, it actually will impact the spine when it hits a solid object, and it will do like a car hitting a wall.
Yeah, like a cushion.
It'll do that. He says it's going to cause more damage. So he said that on our show, a year and a half ago when they started with this helmet stuff, and the NFL started to contemplate it in practice. And he was like, man, this is crazy. And now they're coming out with a whole new product of it and still continuing to promote it. And if you think about it, Doc, you mentioned the lower extremities. And I have a rationale. Have you seen the knee pads and thigh pads being worn in the NFL and college football lately? They're fucking wearing shorts almost in games.
I don't think they're wearing them.
Smitty and I played. We had to have our knees past our knee pads had to be past our kneecaps, or we would have a penalty.
Yeah.
Now, if you go look at a college football game, these guys are in the game and you're seeing full thigh.
Yeah.
You're seeing full thigh. You're seeing full knee exposed. And I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen nobody talk about it. And that's number one reason for concussions. A femur, our largest bone in the body, hitting a head when you didn't have a thigh pad or a knee pad in was the reason we had to wear the knee and thigh pads. Then they took it out. And now it's funny that you see all these tackles that you mentioned. If you notice, all tackles by secondary players, they're standing up when the ball carrier goes down, the DB's still standing up. If you notice, go watch it closely. These guys are tackling like this. They're not tackling anymore, and this is why the lower extremity, I would say, is probably healthier this year because they're not tackling no more. They don't have shit down there, and they don't even go to the ground.
Yeah.
So,
guys, I'm sorry, I got to go.
All right, Doc.
Doc's over there putting in blood. Hey, I'm telling you, dog, this knee pad, thigh pad shit's big. They don't want to talk about it, Smitty.
I mean, I feel it's a good point. I had to go back and really look over the season and look how guys are tackling, but I thought Dr. Jesse Morse brought an interesting stat about the kickoff rule. I know a lot of us weren't really fans of it. You know, it's often tough to – anytime there's change, you know, when you're used to something being one way, you're not going to like it. But it sounds like, at least from a data standpoint, just going off the data, that the league got what they wanted, you know, as far as healthier players, less injuries. And I guess Doc said it was more scores. I felt like it wasn't, though. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I got to really look at it.
It was more injuries, but it was less lower extremity injuries.
Well, he said specifically on the kickoff. I'm not talking about the overall. Specifically on that a new kickoff, he said it was way less injuries. And I think he said it was more – I'm pretty sure he said it was more scores, if I'm not mistaken.
Did anybody even fucking return kickoffs? Like, did anybody even hit it?
I definitely saw a couple touchdowns for sure. Yeah. But I didn't know it was at a rate that was higher than when it was the regular side. I don't know.
Smitty, you take away, you add the helmet condom, you take away the knee and the thigh pad, and then you don't make it, you don't mandate that you have to wear a mouthpiece. You're asking for a concussion. Like, I'm just telling you. No mouthpiece. When your jaw hits something, your teeth. Ow.
That's the biggest thing right there. The mouthpiece.
That's number one cause for concussion, right? Jaw concussed. Boom. Your teeth rattle. That's number one. Don't have a mouthpiece. It's going to happen. You don't have a thigh pad or a knee pad in. Your helmet hits that big ass femur bone that we have in our thigh. Concussion 2. Then you add a condom to your helmet that has padding that concusses your spine. And by the way, the synovial fluid that runs down your spine is what goes to your brain, and that is what triggers certain things. So you know, if anybody out there understands what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. When you have your spine that has fluid running down it, and then you put a pad on it, and then you hit it against something solid, you're going to have concussions, dog. I'm just telling you, like. This ain't my first rodeo either. If you don't investigate this as a football coach, then you're fucking doing your kids a disservice and a disservice to your staff and the game if you don't know what the fuck's causing certain things and how to actually remedy it. How do you fix it? So that's why I'd investigate that shit, Smitty. So I'm saying, all right, what's causing these fucking concussions and how do I help my kids out? That's number one. And if I know that those fucking helmets are causing it, that's for 7-on-7. Mike Jules told us. That was what it was created for. It was to create so our shoulders and shit in 7-on weren't getting hit by heads and shit. We had you put these little padded helmets on, and that way we were trying to stay safe for 7-on-7. They took that shit and ran with it, Smitty, and that's just creating more and more reason why I think the game's just getting softer and softer. But appreciate him jumping on early and knocking that segment out. And now we got to get right into it, Smitty. We got quote of the day, contrary to belief, and the poll question brought to you by Bet US.
Oh, shit.
Cut that, baby. Bet US and Prize Picks. So head on over there today. Let me straighten out my camera. All right, don't worry about it. I'll fix it. Quote of the day, Smitty. Code of the day brought to you by BetUS.
Go there, go to BetUS and use promo code CoachJB. Bet up to $2,000 on your first deposit and get 150% welcome bonus plus security and protection. Go to BetUS, which is the best sports betting platform on everything. King David Cartel says, clip it, baby. He's trying to make us lose our sponsor and shit. That's fucked up.
Hey,
if we lose that, ain't no show. It's on y'all.
Yeah, it's a real show. Homie, shit, people fuck up. Pimps fuck up.
Players fuck up.
Distractions don't look like distractions until they finish distracting you. I just distracted everybody, so everybody goes to BetUS even more now, dummies.
Ding, 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 ding. Top 10 alert. Top 10 alert. Top 10 alert. Number 9 all time. Number 9 all time. That was hard.
Really?
That was hard. I like that.
The delivery or the context or how I flipped the BetUS?
Shit. How you said it, your pace, how clearly you said it.
I know how to do this game. I know how to fuck with people, dog.
It's better like a rap verse almost. Distractions don't look like distractions if it's distracting you. Like it was like a, you feel me? It was like a triple entendre.
Distractions don't look like distractions until they finish distracting you.
That sounds like something Kendrick might have said. That's hard.
Yeah, Compton. Contrary to belief, brought to you by Prize Picks. Head on over there today. Use the promo code CoachJB. God saved me on the same road I took to avoid him.
Oh, I want to cry right now. If I was a cry, I'd start crying right now.
Cry.
Let me try to cry.
You should just cry just because you're a real show and I just hit you and, you know, is what it is. Bring God back into America, everybody out there. Shame on you for taking God out of classrooms, Pledge of Allegiance, the flag down to put up a fucking pride flag. All the things we've done in America, shame on us. Bring God back.
TJ got a question. He said, JB, why you avoiding them?
Avoiding who?
God.
How'd I avoid him?
Read your thing, bro.
Huh?
You said God saved me on the same road that I tried. Yeah.
He's asking he said, why do I avoid him or how did I avoid him?
He said, why are you, like present tense, why you avoiding him currently?
I'm not. Either one of you are very smart. God saved me.
I'm reading what he said. I didn't say it.
Whoever asked it, hey, you fucking idiot. Listen, God saved me on the same road I took to avoid him. That means at the end, I'm already saved, right? God saved me, so I'm already saved. No matter what else happened before or after, I'm already been saved, dumbass.
And he's not saying that he's like purposely, mindfully trying to avoid God. He's just saying as humans, we all fall short of perfection. We all sin. We all make mistakes. We all do things that we know we shouldn't be doing. But even in that route, God will still save you if you're a believer and your heart's in the right place.
And you, 111 Baldy Scully Theory, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck about Palestine or any of you other fucking weirdos over there. You fucking Hamases. Get the fuck out of here. God damn. Take your bitch ass somewhere else, you fucking Hamas fucking bitch. Now, Smitty, so
we gotta come up with like a word when you about to go in or something like that. Just to let me know. Like maybe yell out like strawberries, bananas, fucking cigars, some type of random word, so it gives me like a quick alert that you about to like say.
Just do this. Like, what if I just do like this without lighting it?
I like that. Without lighting it. Yep, that's the key.
Then you know.
Yep, there we go.
Then what do you do when I do? So let's just do.
So I got two things. Either this, or I'm gonna just get off the screen for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Is that cool?
Not the cup. Not the cup no more.
Oh, the cup. Fuck. The cup is a good one. It depends what you're saying. The cup is good when you like.
Once you see the cigar, it doesn't tell you like what I'm going in.
I
don't
know.
know.
I didn't need all my options available. Like something like that, I probably lead a screen. If it's something where you like going crazy in on somebody like Nina or something like that, I'll probably get a cup and just drink for a long time. So it just depends what you're going on. Where my cup at, matter of fact? Grab my cup.
All right, let's dive into it, man. Poll question, Smitty. I got to ask you right after the game. Get everybody in the chat going. Get everybody ready to go. Cup of yak, actually. Get a cup of yak. Smitty, let's dive right into a poll question brought to you by Skybox Sports. Head on over there. Get you one of these tickers behind my head. Smitty, your first impressions of Luka in a Laker uniform.
Well, we got a blowout last night, if you guys watched the game, so he didn't have to do too much. I think he had 11 points in the first half, ended the night with 14. Only played about 20-some or so minutes all game. But he's out there having fun. He's making some big-time passes, making LeBron's job a lot easier. They actually coexisted on the court well. He made the plays when he needed to, but you can still tell that he's still learning. But, yeah, I need to see a game where it's actually intense from beginning to the end. Utah Jazz are not a good team, but I think it's a good first game to kind of get your feet wet, learn your teammates. But the Lakers as a unit balled out last night. I mean, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players all scored double digits. So Luka, didn't have to do too much. 14 points, 5 boards, 4 assists. But it was an efficient game, and I liked what I saw first game.
Yeah, you could say that the white players on the court were the two best players in the NBA last night. Luka and Reeves.
LeBron started a good game. I think LeBron was better. I think LeBron doing something because I've been watching the last few games and he's
now he's doing something.
He looked a little different lately. Like he looked like quicker and faster now than what he did like a month or two ago.
So when I brought it up last year, you were avoiding it.
I didn't say nothing. I say he's doing something. I didn't say what he was doing. I just say he's doing something.
He rubbing that shit on, homie.
Maybe
what do you mean?
More, maybe he.
You don't get better and faster and bigger and quicker, homie. At 40,
he was fast as hell last night.
There's the best. So when Barry Bonds was doing it, like it was innovative. People didn't know about it. Blah blah blah. Imagine when Barry Bonds did it 20 fucking some years ago till now. Now it's like he got in his tap water and shit. You don't know you can't even trace it. So LeBron has that Diddy shit, homie. It's like a Diddy oil.
Oh.
So all that oil that was in Diddy's house, that was all LeBron's Balco shit, homie.
So it wasn't even used for no like sexual stuff.
Not even now. It wasn't even for no. Yeah. All them cats, they've created like a super army of cats. And it's just all them cats. Like, have you seen Puffy? He look young too.
Kim K, young.
Look at Jay-Z. Beyonce got light. Beyonce and Serena got lighter skin than it. BPS, by the way, skinned it did. Big Bone did. Light skinned it did. All BPS. Serena, Beyonce, light as fuck now. And I grew up with Serena and Venus. They used to be some dark chocolate sisters. Now,
that just makeup on her face.
Serena, light skin, homie.
Too much makeup on her face. If she washed her face, she'd be a regular person.
Beyonce too.
Too much makeup on Beyonce.
Beyonce too. Beyonce too. Beyonce
ain't.
She light skin. She light as fuck. She never was that light.
She always light skin, homie.
What about Sammy Sosa?
Well, we know what's up with him.
MJ, Michael Jackson?
R.I.P. We know what's up with him.
Forrest Whitaker, back of his neck?
Whoopi Goldberg's lips?
Oprah?
He said that dark motherfucker Wesley Snipes. Hey, y'all in the chat, y'all know nothing about that. Baby, you wouldn't even thought of when that came out.
I'm surprised you knew about it.
I'm from the hood, homie. I watched that the other night. So right in the guy. right-handed guy I watched it the other night.
Back and forth, wet her neck. Whoopi Goldberg.
He said, take me to jail. Lock me up. Throw away the key. I ain't scared. He said, those was jokes. I'm fooling y'all. Ron don't know what I'm talking about. Ron, man, as hell. He getting more mad. The more black people shit we talk about, he gets more. He put more bullets in the chamber.
Ron got the scope on you like right now. The whole time at the party, that motherfucker he was across the street from my house.
Fucking laid out like a motherfucking. That motherfucker laid out with his feet up, like this waiting. Give me the call,
Hold on, homie.
What? Please don't bring this up. Oh my God.
So I invited Eddie Manyweather on the low to the party.
Oh, really?
Said he was coming, locked in. He DMs me a video.
What happened?
Sent me a video of his girl, man. Face was all swollen up. Said she got something. I got 6 messages from cats that did not show up to the party. Grown folks, okay, 48, 49, 50-year-olds that told me an excuse as to why they didn't come to the Super Bowl party. And their excuse was, my grandma has ammonia. My girl got ammonia. My mom got ammonia. There's either a lot of ammonia going on or some grown folks making up some crazy fucking excuses. First of all, I have to question a 50-year-old homie that has a grandma. I gotta ask a question. How old is your grandma, homie? Hold on, homie. I had a broad tell me she was in the hospital because her grandma got ammonia. She's 50. The girl's 50. Her grandma had ammonia, and I said, look, you shouldn't even have to text me that. Don't even need to tell me. I'll notice when you're not here. I'll notice that your ass ain't here at the party. Shit. I'm glad you didn't show up. I had too many motherfuckers here. I gotta ask you, if your grandma has ammonia in the hospital, why the fuck is you going to the hospital to get your grandma either sicker or you get ammonia? And what can you do in the hospital for your grandma that the doctors cannot do? That's all I want to know. I just have a fair question.
Are you talking about pneumonia?
Yeah, pneumonia.
All right, I'm making sure.
What you thought I said?
I think people in the chat thought you said ammonia, which is like a clean, like a product, like a spray.
No, ammonia is what's it like cat piss. And like,
right. Make it pass.
You gotta use that. Yeah.
Right. I'll make sure that. I'm with you though. I think people were scared to tell you no, or tell you like, hey, I can't make it, so they have to think of something like lie and excuse.
I don't get it.
Cause you mean, Jason, you mean as fuck.
You don't gotta tell me.
Because you mean, and they know if they just say, hey, I ain't gonna make it, you will never invite them again. So they're hoping that like they can still be on the invite list and they give you a good excuse. That's all it is. That's why I showed up. I'm like, damn, if I don't show up, man, it's my last invite probably. I mean, even though I was half asleep, drunk, from New Orleans, just landed. So let me just pull up.
Let's do what's happening now, man. We got some shit going on. What's happening now? Brought to you by some of this. Use the promo code. Let us know. Let's dive into it, Bailey. What's happening now, man? There's a lot going on, Smitty. I don't know if you know about any of this shit, but have you heard what's going on?
I don't know yet.
Me either. I can't find it.
I know what it's about though.
Where is it?
Big Shorty. You gotta scroll up, homie.
I don't see it, homie.
Start from the top and then go down slowly. Pause.
Too slow. Too late. Too late. Let's move on. Too late now. I don't even know where it is on the thing, homie.
It's so late now that like it ain't even happening now. The segment's called "What's Happening Now." This shit ain't happening now. Like we already.
We got a new segment. What's happening now and later? And the 500-pound rapper, the big old bitch that was in the lift car that refused to get in the car, that they wouldn't let her in the car, went viral once again. And shame on fucking whatever his name is, the Breakfast Club cat. Shame on them. Let's listen to the whole thing, man. Shit, I gotta hear.
How are you? Hey, King. How you, brother? You good? Nice to meet you, King.
Got it. Yep. This the only seat y'all got?
What you want? What you need?
A bigger chair or something.
Is she already little?
We had
That's what I'm talking about. Good. This is the accommodation.
There you go.
Accommodation.
You know, you walked in and you said the chair was too small, so we had to bring the part of the sectional for you to sit in. And you said something. You said, "Now this is what I'm talking about: accommodations." Right? Yes. But we live in a world that's not always going to be able to accommodate people that are
But we
plus
should,
size.
though. We should because we not all the same. You know. I feel like we should. Like, why not? I feel like a lot.
Hey, hold on real quick. I know everybody got mixed. Everybody got mixed feelings about Charlamagne, whatever.
Hold on, this bitch is this low.
That's how I was sitting at the studio, homie. At the studio.
You that fucking Jabba the Hutt sitting this low, homie, head of her class. Is she the head of her class? First of all, homie, she walked in. Hold on, homie. Let's get to brass tacks here, homie. There's no fucking way, homie.
Tramp stamp on his stomach. I ain't know that.
Huh?
I got thug life on his stomach. I didn't know you had a thug life on your stomach.
Homie, hold up, homie. Is this for the culture?
Hell no.
Do I gotta come out naked, homie? I gotta come out naked for the culture, homie. I gotta come out naked, homie, for the culture, looking like a motherfucking homie. Hold up. I don't give a fuck. She's sitting this low, homie. And now it's compacting her body weight and size to look more like a motherfucking even fatter, Smitty, to be honest. Like if she was, at least sit her up, homie. At least sit her up.
Her spine can't hold her up, homie. Her L4 and L5 can't support her. She can't sit up. Like she can't. And shout out to Charlamagne though. Say what y'all want about him. He is a good interviewer, and he say shit like y'all didn't understand the sarcasm in the question though he asked though.
I got it. I get it.
Yeah, when you walked in, you asked us to you had another chair for you to sit down in, and we had to bring in half of the sectional in for you to sit down on. Motherfucker said it's so calm and cool though.
All right, let's listen to the rest, man.
No, I feel like we should. Like, why not? I feel like a lot of times people think that bigger people, obese, the F word people should just be in a house. F word. When it's like we not. Word? Yeah, the F word. I'm not.
Word that you can't say in your house. Fat. You know, like.
Oh.
I'm not saying that word.
Yeah, we don't use that word in my house either.
I thought you were talking about the gay slur. I'm like, wait, I'm confused.
No.
But
I just feel like it should be accommodated. Bigger people should be accommodated, just like we accommodate the LGBT community. All those other communities. I just feel like we outside. If we inside is get up. Why you in a house? You should be doing this. You should be doing that. When we outside, it's like, why you not in a house?
Well, people would say,
okay, who actually told you that? Because that's crazy. I don't believe that. F people should stay in the house. That's
how it is. We go outside and people looking at us crazy, like we getting stared at for what? Because.
Hold on, time out. Listen, and y'all know me. I've been a chubby kid. Let me get y'all the history. 3rd grade, I got real chubby, and my height hadn't matched my chubby. I've always been a chubby kid. I got called fat when I was little. I know when you little, it can be tough on you when you're little.
Hold on.
That motivated me as I got older. to get my chubby ass and play sports and work out. I'm not trying to fat shame nobody, but when you are that big,
your what? Your height and your what, homie?
My height and my chubbiness didn't match the ratio when I was like I hadn't had my first growth spurt yet. That's what I'm trying to say until like 5th grade. So it was a point in time where I was like chubby and kind of short, and it didn't make sense.
Oh, homie,
I'm not trying to fat shame nobody, but let's just be real though. When you're that big, you should expect stairs. That's like saying if a 7'5" motherfucker walk in here, we gonna look at him. If a midget walk in, we gonna look at him. If you 500 pounds and 5 foot, we gonna look at you.
A what? A midget?
Yeah. We can say it now.
You can say midget now.
Yeah, now because your boy back in office. Yes.
Fucking right. Let's get cracking. All right, go ahead.
When 7'5", we're gonna look at you. If you're a midget, we're gonna look at you. If you're 525 pounds at 5'1", we're going to look at you. Now, I'm not someone who's going to go in here and just dog you and disrespect you, but I'm gonna tell you the facts. You need to lose weight. If not, something bad is gonna happen to you. It's just a fact. It has nothing to do with your feelings or trying to make you feel better. Whoever loves you or claims they love you should be telling you that you need to lose weight for your health. And it's not. And we need to stop being in this world where we're so overly sensitive that we can't tell the truth. Because then what happens is we let people go around and do whatever they want to do, and we make everybody think it's okay to be 529 pounds, and it's okay to pull a piece of a sectional over to sit down there and versus sit in a chair. That's not okay. It's not healthy. Now, unless you have some sort of health condition that we don't know about to where you just keep gaining 20 pounds every single day, then that's another story. But I don't think you got that. This is a choice. Get your ass up, go walk, put the damn Debbie snacks down, put the cupcake and the honey bun down, and go walk. And I can speak on this because I've been a big guy my whole life. Not that big, but I've been big. So I know what it takes to lose weight. I need to lose a couple pounds right now myself. So all the excuses, forget all that. If whoever loves you should tell you the truth. I don't even know you, sister, but I'm going to spread love because I care about the humans and people. What you're doing is not healthy. Sorry, we're not going to accommodate to unhealthiness. For the audio listeners, JB just went to his bar and grabbed a bottle of Hennessy and he's drinking it straight.
Dear baby Jesus, let's come together, Lord. That Smitty has come so far now on this show that he now is calling the M word people their actual word, Lord. He's calling the F word people the actual word, Lord. And I'm just waiting now, Lord, for him to use the R word for the actual people, Lord. If we could get to that part, Lord, this show will be the realest show on planet Earth, Lord. We just showed, Lord, a very, very F word person who looked like an M word person, speak like an R word person, sitting in a chair with the Breakfast Club interview, Lord. We have to come together, Lord, and understand that this very F word person has putting immense pressure on not only that chair and that company that made that chair, but her organs, Lord, that you provided her, Lord. Her kidney, her spleen, her fucking everything that you've given her, Lord, has absolutely put so much pressure on that it is going to rupture in herself. She will explode, Lord, live on someone's show if you do not allow her to get out, get up, and move something. Shout out to Outcast, Lord. Please, Lord, understand that you hold Smitty's thoughts together while we do the Lord's Prayer. Lord, and I just want to ask, Lord, that you please help this very, very old person's out. Because we know that the O in her has allowed the F in her to become the R word, who already understands she's the M word sitting there on that pedestal as low as she is, Lord. And for all the people out there, Lord, that don't understand what those acronyms and those initiations and these initials are, Lord, we're going to tell you right now. M means midget, F means fat, O means obese, R means retarded, and G means gay. And get this fat fuck off the goddamn air and go fucking drink some diet water and let her fucking go out and either A, die, or B, figure it out. Thank you, Jesus. Your name. Amen. So, Smitty, where'd Smitty go? I don't know, man. I really don't understand it, man. I don't get it. Yes, it is 6:55 in the morning. This is what this show does to me, homie. Because the culture that you've allowed this fucking F word to come on and do, and look, this R word is E word. Embarrassing.
The motherfucker said you to get up, get out, and do something.
Smitty, we got 3 minutes for a commercial break. Can we talk brass tacks here?
Yeah, let's talk it.
I'm ashamed of my motherfucking self, according to her. And we're shaming her because of her body stature and how fat and obese she is. But she comes out asking for accommodations wearing a motherfucking halter top.
And saying, don't look at me.
And then say, don't look at me, I'm outside. I'm not inside.
She's gaslighting us, homie.
I'm not inside, I'm outside. Hey, don't look at me. And she comes out there wearing a motherfucking 2-piece from the party the other day with the Eagles bitch. She come out wearing a 2-piece, homie, and acting like she about to jump in the motherfucking Lake Havasu like she fire. Hold on. Let's talk about brass tacks, homie. Like, first of all, can we address the B on that jacket?
Oh, man. Talk to me.
First of all, jackets, I don't understand. I mean, like Billy Barty used that jacket. If you don't know who Billy Barty is, go look him up. But that looks like Billy Barty's jacket. Bailey, if you can find out who Billy Barty is, show him a picture of him. That's Billy Barty's jacket. And why is the B on her motherfucking shoulder?
Oh, my God. Oh, my damn. Oh, my God, bro. What the fuck?
What? So I'm trying to figure out, homie.
I just Googled Billy Barty, bro. You're fucking insane.
Huh? So what are we doing?
I just Googled Billy Barty, bro. You're crazy as hell, man.
I'm trying to figure out, homie. She really thinks this is cool shit. Like she really hyped up on the tattoo on her fucking stomach, though. That's what she really.
You got the same tat, homie.
Yeah, she's trying to show that off, though.
Y'all both got thug life on y'all stomach, homie.
She got motherfucking X-ray of all the McDonald's she ate tatted on her.
I'll be mean. That was mean.
She got an X-ray, homie. She got an X-ray, homie.
That was mean, Jason.
You got an X-ray tattoo, homie, of like shit she's ate, homie. Shout out to Hennessy and everybody out there, man. This is unbelievable, homie. It has me drinking at 6:30 in the morning on the West Coast because the shit that we do, homie, for clicks and likes are unbelievable. And Smitty and I have to react. We're reactionary content creators now. We're not content creators. See, content creators, let me define it. Content creators are those ones that go out and do those prank videos and they do that fake shit. We don't do all that shit. We're not content creators, dog. We're ex-coaches and players who reactionary respond to synovial fluids that are running down from our cerebral cortex into our lower extremities that allow us to come up with cohesive thoughts that allow us to have conducive success on a scale that supersedes all the other mainstream media platforms that are out there for all of our digestive consumption.
Exactly. That's exactly who we are. Like, I can't add nothing to that. If you ever ask, like, if there's a brand out there, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Aquafina, and you're wondering, what is the Coach JB Show with Big Smitty? That right there is what we are. We should cut that and send it to all the brands.
Repeat it. Repeat what we are, since you know.
You said it perfectly. You said it beautifully, homie. I remember it, but I want somebody in the chat to type out what he just said right now. Every word. Nasty motherfucker.
Man, the house so dirty, homie. I got because show her jacket, Bailey. Show that big bitch jacket again. And Billy, and that's Billy Barty's. That's Billy Barty's jacket. That's Billy Barty's fucking jacket, homie. We'll be back in 3 minutes, man. Stay tuned. Ryan, all right, good friend actually, great dude. Many of you may not know Rob Ryan is a fraternal twin of Rex Ryan. Same exact voice. Obviously, they're not identical twins, but they are fraternal twins. Him and his, and I know the Ryan's whole family because I studied their family. When coaches are good coaches and you actually want to be good, you study good coaches and good people. The Ryan family, man, are unbelievable. If I'm not mistaken, okay, I could be wrong, but the mother and the father had moved, I believe, from Ardmore, Oklahoma to Toronto, Canada. Then they got a divorce. And Rob and Rex, if I remember correctly, because I read their book, I think if I'm right, they got a divorce and then they moved back out to the States with the Pops. Mom stayed in Toronto. Pops moved back. The two boys wanted to be with Pops, came back to the States. And Rob Ryan's whole career is, in a nutshell, very interesting, all right? Let's take a listen to what he did. Well, let me give you some more context because I want you to know a lot of people in my DMs are like, JB, Rob Ryan's never coached college. This is going to be crazy. Did you hear what he said? Like, spring ball game and blah, 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 blah. Let me be clear on his resume, okay? He's a JUCO cat, all right? Hutchinson Community College in Kansas. He coached there. He was a D coordinator there. I want to say 97 or something like that, okay? I knew coaches on the staff. He started as a grad assistant at Western Kentucky 10 years prior in 87. Then he was at Ohio State. And then he went to Tennessee State, and he coached running backs. And by the way, he coached Aeneas Williams, one of the best corners in football's history at the Arizona Cardinals, and made him an all-pro first ballot, probably Hall of Famer, right? Rob coached him. So Rob has coached college. But let's take a listen to this right here.
Where we finish this year. Watch where we finish this year. This guy is special. He's special. He knows how to get it done. He's a great communicator, great teacher. He's fun to be around. He makes everybody better, including the coaches. And, we'll see. I'm looking forward for the, spring ball or whatever. I can't wait. We're going to go against the best. Oh, good. Bring it on. Let's see. I can't wait to see that little JUCO kid from Hutch. Bam! We're going to get after his little butt. But anyway, it'll be great. We're excited. And I saw the Mayava guy. I coached his uncle. I hated that kid when I first saw him. A USC kid, a little captain. Remember, he could walk under this table right here. Little guy. And we draft this little runt. Like,
motherfucker walking off the stage and shit.
This guy, I was all over this kid during the OTAs. Like, man, this guy, man, you got to run to cover guy. Anyway, so then I'm like, hey, guys, Sweet Life is going on vacation with the family, going out to Hawaii. Going to Maui. I've never been to Maui. I run things in Oahu, but I'm going to go to Maui. He's like, hey, Rob, you get in any kind of trouble now, you just tell him you know Kalooks. I'm like, man, yeah, I'm going to tell him I know Kaloops. You know,
Fuckers walking off the fucking thing.
Got me and the wife.
This motherfucker don't know the mic don't travel.
Go out there. No rent-a-car. What do you mean? You never called for the rent-a-car? I told you she's Greek. I'm like, yeah, they must have lost it. So, of course, I forgot to call. Now they're out of cars. I'm in Maui. I got no car. So what do? I know Kaloops. I got a car. Oh, you know Kaloops? Swear to God, hand to God, true story. I got a van. I'm like, yeah, Kaloops. Oh, man. Anyway, I ended up loving the kid. He was, oh, man, is he mean as a rattlesnake. And there was a reason why that kid was captain with all those first-round draft choices. I love that guy. Ended up, looks can be deceiving.
Looks can be deceiving. Don't mind the long hair and all the shit. Rob will get after it. Here's my... Yeah. You back. You back on time 2 days in a row. I asked Smitty yesterday. I said, give me full go, full energy all week. The next week we off, and he back on time. He not bullshit. Cool. Good to see you.
You know that I'm flying out tomorrow morning to San Francisco at 7:55 a.m. So my plan is though to start the show off first 30 minutes here. I'll set my laptop down, get in my Uber, open my phone up, get back on the thing. Then I'll put it back down, go through security. Then I'll get back on there, and I'll stay on there all the way up until I get on the plane. So I'll still be on there about a good portion of the show, but I'm gonna be in the air. It's from 7:55. I think I landed like 9:12. I forgot to tell you that. So that's on me. Remember months ago I told you I had an All-Star Weekend event going on. That's this weekend. So after this, but again, it's just tomorrow. It's gonna be funky. I'm bringing my mic, my camera, everything. Thursday, Friday, gonna be completely normal days. I'm gonna be in the Airbnb, full setup, good Wi-Fi, in the bay, everything hooked up, ready to go. Tomorrow gonna be a little funky, but we'll figure it out.
BPS is always we. If you notice how Smitty talks about, he said, we'll figure it out. I didn't even know about it till just now. But now I'm forced to be the part of the we, and we'll figure it out. See, white people who came and said, hey, Smitty, I can't make it. Woo, woo. You're going to have to figure it out on your own. BPS, we'll figure it out. Motherfucker hadn't even told me shit. We'll figure it out. Motherfucker has no clue what's going on yet, but we'll figure it out.
Oh, I got to change to my flight here in a minute.
This motherfucker. See, this motherfucker's so loud.
Set an alarm for 7:52 a.m. to check into flight.
By the way,
you see that comment earlier? You see that comment of homie said, motherfucker said, hey, JB, you should start a cigar company, Slapdick Cigars.
He trolling. Smitty, first of all, this is not good.
It's disgusting.
And Smitty will be the first one to tell you, like, I don't care if you call me a broad or fucking feminine. I'm going to drink whatever tastes good. I don't give a fuck what it looks like.
Yep.
By the way, this is for the culture. It's not good.
At all.
It's not like Sincoro fucking $200 tequila. This shit is not good. I don't understand. It's like I'm hard. I'm gangster. I got to drink Hennessy for the culture.
Right,
this shit is horrible. This shit fucking, you might as well go get a fifth of motherfucking Brass Monkey, homie. This shit is not good. Parmesan, fucking, by the way, white people say Paul Mason.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, Remy's not good. Remy's not good. I have real fucking yak over here. The Cuban cognac, fucking rum. Like, that's real good shit. This, by the way, this shit ain't good.
All my brothers are going to be like, JB, you got to get that white Hennessy. You got to get that white Hennessy.
Oh, yeah, like it's majorly different. By the way, y'all want to mix this with Hypnotic and create a fucking Incredible Hulk. You want the Incredible Hulk? We did that shit 35 years ago, homie, when it first came out. Smitty wasn't born. We did that shit, and now it's still cracking, by the way.
In college, the college students be tearing that up.
I went to the Las Vegas All-Star game. There wasn't, you could not order Hennessy or ranch dressing.
What you trying to say? Hold on, Jason. Why specifically Hennessy and ranch dressing? I don't like that.
What?
It made me uncomfortable why you said that. I'm very uncomfortable right now.
Why? Did you hear this? That motherfucker really was like trying to get it. Because all I could order was Crevassier and Blue Ranch. Blue cheese.
Yeah, you fucking around, Jason.
I went in there to homies, and all we could order was Crevassier and blue cheese. Homie, I was like, where's the fucking yak at? I want some Hennessy and some fucking ranch, homie.
I'm gonna say you can't order no ranch. Okay, that's what you're trying to do.
What?
I went to the Clippers game. We couldn't order no fucking mayonnaise. In beer. They didn't sell no mayonnaise or beer.
Homie, I almost choked for real, homie. I almost really choked my coffee. It's hot, too.
I was trying to do that. I was trying to, like, end this shit.
What would you order mayonnaise for?
Fucking salad.
Let's bring in one of our greatest guests.
Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday. Smitty got to hang out with Steve Kim at the party, and Steve Kim was running around. Steve Kim moved more around at the house than I've ever seen him. Usually he sits in the lounge, and he was actually on the move, probably because there was 50 people in the lounge.
He came outside because I was outside. I'm the draw. When wherever I'm at, people come to me.
He didn't even know you were here. He didn't even know you were here at all. Our main guest, man, on this Talk That Talk Tuesday, the Korean Cosell himself, the Crouching Tiger Hidden Gems, the co-host of the Whitlock's Fearless, along with the 3 Knockdown Rule with Mario Lopez. Steve Kim welcomes in on Tuesday. Welcome him in, Steve.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Steve,
good morning.
we are here, man. Horrible for the culture, by the way. Horrible. It's a horrible drink. Doesn't taste good.
Blame it on it. I never actually had Henny. You know that? Never actually had the Henny.
No?
You're not missing out on anything.
Smitty hasn't either.
I don't like it.
So anyway, let's dive in. We got a lot to discuss. First of all, we broke down the girl that the Breakfast Club had to wheel in a sectional couch for because she wanted accommodations. And I said, Smitty, Steve, you and I kind of broke this story, not story, but when we broke about it, you know, when she was bitching and moaning about the lift not fitting her, I'm like, so she wanted basically a sectional to be brought in, wheeled in, I should say, Smitty, but she really thought she was going to fit in the lift Prius? I'm just trying to figure this out. Make it make sense. Make it make sense as I take a shot of the Henny.
Yeah, she looks like she could effectively two-gap. I don't know what to say. I mean,
Steve, she also said
she could anchor inside like Jerry Ball.
Steve, are you saying we could put her into a 3-4 defense, put her at nose?
I mean, she could be Casey Hampton 2.0, yes.
Hey, hold on, though. She said don't use the F word now. And Charlemagne the God thought it was the F slur for gay, and she said no, it's fat. We don't use fat.
Got to bring shame back into the community.
Got to bring bullying back.
I mean, when she says that everyone needs to accommodate like person like me, it's not feasible. It's not possible. And all it's going to do is make us uncomfortable. Why should we be affected by it?
And we don't have enough material, Steve Kim, to be able to accommodate everybody who's like that. We don't have enough seating. We don't have enough space.
Oh, and by the way, something like, let's take a look at an airline. The airlines try to pack you in like sardines.
Yeah.
They don't want to take out extra seats or any seats. That's money that they are throwing away to the side. So, wow. I mean, look, I don't want to be mean-spirited. However, let's just be very honest about it. That's the type of person, if you're on the airline and you turn the corner toward your seat and you're like, oh, okay, I'm at 14B. And you look, and if you see someone like her, your first reaction is, ugh. It is. It's the truth.
Smitty's out tomorrow, Steve. He just told me. It's literally BPS. He just told me he's flying to Frisco tomorrow for the week, and then we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So I hope to God, I'm literally going to pray after the show that when he walks on that fucking airplane, that she's sitting on that fucking chair that he's about to sit next to. That's what I hope, because Smitty just told me he's flying to Frisco. I hope he sits next to this F person. Steve, let's dive into some sports, man. We got a lot to discuss.
Let's dive into it. Let me kick it off on the rundown. So
Imagine her diving into something. Imagine her diving into something.
Chiefs versus the Eagles, man. Super Bowl 59 drew a projected average audience of 126 million viewers, making it the most watched Super Bowl ever. But despite the viewership, Steve, I want to ask you this, because it's kind of been a conversation online. Was this one of the worst Super Bowls ever, just considering that it was a blowout and how bad the game got so quickly? What's your view on it? I enjoyed myself watching it personally, but
as someone who did not want the Chiefs to win, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Me too.
Oh,
I actually did. I didn't want to hear. Look, I'm not exactly fully with Coach JB, but I side with him. I don't think Pat Mahomes right now is in the discussion for the greatest of all time at quarterback. I did not think that the Chiefs were at the caliber of the teams of the old Green Bay Packers with Lombardi, Chuck Noll Steelers, the 49ers with Bill Walsh,
Cowboys.
Jimmy Johnson Cowboys. And if they would have somehow did the three-peat, that would have been the discussion for the rest of the offseason, and it would have been unbearable. I am absolutely glad that they got undressed and exposed. I enjoyed it.
I'm on the same exact page as you.
I don't enjoy it for that reason. Like I don't want to be the guy that came. That's why I haven't rubbed it in their face. They also deserve the credit for being here, and is like Andy Reid winning 15 games a year. People act like that's just easy shit and it's just done every year by somebody. It's not. So I'm never going to question. The problem I have is the ultimate defense of the most overrated quarterback of all time. I just keep finding that it's appalling, Steve. I come on and defend coaches, good or bad. You're a shitbird, coach. You allow it, coach. You didn't coach it, coach. You're wearing these tight, skinny jeans, coach. All this shit. And then I talk about Andy Reid and his greatness and how it's propelled this mediocre quarterback to greatness. And I'm like, now all of a sudden it's Andy fucking Reid's problem because Mahomes can't throw a fucking hitch ball with a clean pocket to the goddamn 6'6" tight end in his stomach. Like it's Andy Reid's fault, right? Let me break this play down. This is a perfect turn back protection. There's no issue. This is actually designed perfectly. They ran a twist and they picked it all up. We call that a waterfall protection. He has clean pocket. Mahomes can run for 10. He can take the arrow flat route right now for 10, or he can throw the fucking dig route, or he can throw it away. Andy Reid didn't throw that ball. He designed a great play, and this guy fucked it up. Because he's overrated. He's overrated as shit. That's why. Let's be honest. We're not giving
Mahomes a pad. Mahomes played horribly.
That's not Andy Reid's fault.
Mahomes played horribly, but JB, how can we give Andy Reid all the praise when they win, and you don't give Mahomes an ounce of nothing? You call him a gimmicky quarterback. It's a system, it's a gimmick that Andy Reid put him in, and then when they lose, he gets zero blame. We're not saying
you just saw
the majority of the blame, but Andy Reid has to get a slice of the blame. Just
yeah,
like
but Smitty, there's an issue though. And I've noticed this with Mahomes since about the middle of last year. He does not get the ball off on time consistently. There are too many times at the top of his drop, and he's like, and then he needlessly extends the play. And if you watch the All-22, there are guys that are actually kind of open. Get rid of the thing. Play on script. Play on time. Play to a rhythm.
But that's not Mahomes, though. So I feel you, Steve. He's
Wait a
been
minute, Coach.
that
Isn't
way.
that Mahomes, though, to make the correct read and just get the ball out to the right guy?
I hear you, but I'm saying Mahomes doesn't play traditional. He's never just been the guy who just gets the ball out quick and on time like Brady, but he's still been like that's part of his greatness, being able to extend plays and make the crazy throw. And I think it bit him in the butt.
I don't know. When he first came in as the starter, post Alex Smith, yes, he extended plays. Maybe I'd have to rewatch those games. I thought he did a better job of actually just getting rid of the ball on time consistently. Not hitching and hitching.
You better keep drinking that cup.
Keystone Cops and all that stuff. I don't know.
You better keep drinking that cup, Smitty, because I'm going to cook you because this is ridiculous take. This guy is the head of the dink and dunk class, and he don't get it out quick? That's all this guy does. That's why he's 80%. He fucking gets it out. This is what he's known for. My biggest thing is what? He's the head of the dink and dunk class, and he should be working at Winchell's as you ride up and he dinks his fucking
Coach,
coffee.
it's one thing to do the smoke screen, the shuttle screens, the bubbles. I'm talking about pass routes that actually go 10 yards beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he struggles. He struggles. You know why? Because he's so used to going laterally that when you got to point your foot now vertically and step downhill, he doesn't know how to do it anymore. Like, it's crazy. He throws deep ball, dink and dunk. Deep ball, dink and dunk.
That begs the question. When you go to OTAs and passing camp and quarterback school, maybe Andy Reid needs to say, hey, Pat, we're going right back to the basics now. We're going to run basically our skeleton offense, and we're going to work on you.
I got a flip coin.
The comeback, the out, the dig, all the hook.
I got a flip coin to you. Hello. What if Andy Reid's been doing this so long because he can't do it? And it's a gimmicky system, as I've said, but what do I know? Maybe Patrick Mahomes can't do it. Let's rewind real quick. And let's go to Texas Tech. Is that not the same motherfucker that was at Texas Tech when he had nobody around him against superior rosters? Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is. It's the same guy. He's a guy that needs a gimmicky coach to create a gimmicky system because he's a gimmick. He can't do it. He can't throw dig cuts into the second window versus 4 quarters. He can't throw anticipatory in-cutting breaks into the teeth of the coverage like Tom Brady did when he threw for 500 and lost. This guy threw for 181 yards and won a Super Bowl, and everybody said he was the GOAT. What? How about the offense that Andy Reid had to run to get this guy down there with a punt return by Tony, a PI, and a great defense? You acted like this guy's leading his team down there and just fucking throwing for 400 and 500 yards and 5 touchdowns a year.
Trey Aikman didn't do that either, though. That's my only pushback. So, like, you got to
I just don't get the GOAT conversation, though. I never did. Never did. That's all I'm saying, Smitty. GOAT. We're talking GOAT. By the way, the guys lost 2 Super Bowls, right? So
got blown out in 2. And this is where Tom Brady really separates himself. I didn't realize this till I read it. Tom Brady in all 3 Super Bowl losses actually had the lead at one time in the 4th quarter. He actually gave his defense chances to go 10-0 in a Super Bowl.
Nah, Dr. Jesse Morse said that today. Yeah.
I mean, so I just kind of look at that. I'm like, wow, because I forgot about that. The Giants, the 2007 led a late touchdown drive before the helmet catch. 2011, they were ahead in the 4th quarter. And then the Eagles game where he was dueling Foles, he actually gave them the lead. If I'm the Chiefs, and I know that Andy Reid might be retiring after 2025, I said this to Whitlock yesterday. I go all in, put all the chips, push him to the center of the table. I kick the tires on both Tyreek Hill and Cooper Kupp. And I said, let's get you some weapons outside.
Bring them both in.
Yes. Then you got Worthy, who can stretch the field. You have Rashee Rice. And now at this point, you can get a running back in the 2nd, 3rd round. I would highly recommend Damian Martinez. And Kelsey's a fading athlete. So Mahomes, you have all the weapons on the perimeter. There should be, and you got to rebuild the offensive line a little bit. But let's give this a shot here. Let's try to restock this wide receiver room.
I have an interesting take, though, that no one wants to say. Hopefully you bring it up on Whitlock. Andy Reid don't want those guys because it will expose the overrated quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. There's a reason why he don't want those guys. Andy Reid is why we don't give him enough credit. He does not want those guys, Steve. Guess what? I just want to know, can you please throw me out? You're the
wait a minute. He wants Juju Smith-Schuster with this 5'1" 40.
Yeah. No, he don't, JB.
Luke Hopkins with
the best version of Mahomes the best version with Mahomes was with who? Tyreek Hill. Let's call it. Come on, you're wrong on this one, JB.
Did they win more Super Bowls without Tyreek or with? Please answer.
He left after what, 2 years? He wasn't there that long.
Answer the question. Did they win more without or with?
He was 2 without and 1 with them.
Then say without. That's your question.
That's not the answer. That doesn't prove shit. Their offense was the best with Tyreek Hill. That's a fact.
Steve, let me ask. First of all, is this? I just want to go back to the brass tacks of this thing. Number one, we keep avoiding the Andy Reid thing. We want to blame Andy Reid after a loss, but we want to anoint a 180-yard passing quarterback to go when they win.
Andy Reid.
How does that work?
But I'm with you. Look, I am curious to see, because it's obvious that Andy Reid's coaching career is much closer to the end than the beginning, right?
Yep.
Mahomes still has another 10 to 12 years. I am actually curious to see how Mahomes does post-Reid now. I really am.
He's not. He knows what he is. And everybody else knows. And guess what? When they bury me, hopefully in that 12-year spot, when I die and I leave this earth, my ass is up and it says Chiefs Queendom on the back, and everybody can kiss my ass and say, damn, Mahomes was really shitty after all. And everybody's going to say it, and everybody's like, damn, Whitlock should have listened to JB. Because Whitlock will just do a show every day like JB was right the whole time, and John Hadley and everybody texting me. Here's the thing, Steve. I want to ask real quick. I want to be clear. Is it fact or cap, Bailey, that this man leads the league since he got into the league in yak yards? It's fact. You don't have to look it up, Bailey. I already know. He leads the league in yak yards. So do the Kansas City Chiefs. So does Andy Reid. That tells me it's a gimmicky system created for a quarterback that just can't throw into the teeth of the coverage. It's really clear today.
This is what I noticed this year about Kansas City, looking at a lot of their box scores, which tells you something but not everything. Guys, there were way too many games where you have 35 to 40 pass attempts and less than 175 passing yards. That screams dinking and dunking, because that is incredibly inefficient. You need to be at 8.5 yards per pass attempt to be solid. And there were games that were right around 6, and I'm thinking, ooh, there's something wrong there.
JB, let me ask you this, JB.
It's crazy, bro.
We're calling it a gimmicky system. Cool. But the gimmicky system led to 3 Super Bowl wins and 5 appearances. Why change it? If I'm Mahomes, that means, okay, cool, I'm a gimmicky system. That means I have excelled at the high. I am the champion of this gimmicky system. No one else can do this gimmicky system like me. So don't I get credit for that too? I just don't understand how you don't give Mahomes no credit though, as if like you talking they could have put Carson Wentz in the game in this whole entire season, and the exact thing, the whole season, everything. You act like Mahomes is hella replaceable. And I just disagree with that tremendously.
Hold on, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that my eyes work and I understand coaching. And I understand when Chad Henne goes in the game, they throw dig cut routes and they throw post corners. Why don't they throw that?
Are they better with Henne in the game? Yes or no?
No, listen, I'm just telling you.
Why does that matter then?
But I'm telling you the facts of the matter. When other QBs get in, when Mahomes goes out in the past 8 years, and they've had to use a backup to win a game, they run intermediate route concepts that they do not run with Patrick Mahomes. And that's number one, it's because of the system. Let me just tell you. Well, it's not, you can't disagree. It's on tape, homie. I have it. You want to show you?
I bet you put tape up. We've seen Mahomes multiple times throw dig routes.
Listen, I'm not saying he don't throw a dig route.
When Mahomes hurt
you're not macro here.
You came on this show and was like, damn, like Mahomes actually had to stay in the pocket. He was throwing dig routes on time. Remember he hurt his ankle last year and he couldn't move? Yep. We were on this show and you were like, damn, he's throwing it on time. So we got to be real though. Let's stop saying he can't do it. Let's say the system isn't set for him to do that all the time.
Because that's who he is. You think that Andy Reid? Let me ask you a question. There's 2 things real quick that I have to say. First of all, do you think Andy Reid would be running this same system with Tom Brady? No, he wouldn't. Smitty, stop. Don't even go. You don't have to answer.
The quarterback can execute. That's
number one.
Reality.
Number 2, Steve. We give Sirianni and all this excuses for Jalen Hurts because he's gone through 4 coordinators, and Sirianni lost because their coordinator left and took another job and all this shit. But Andy Reid is the one common denominator. He stays regardless of losing Eric Bieniemy, who y'all thought was running the O, Nagy, whoever else, and they continue to win. Isn't that proof that they run the gimmicky system that I've said they run? And Smitty, I never said get rid of it if it's winning. I never said get rid of it. I said he does it because he has to. And that's what y'all refuse to believe. It's okay.
It's okay, cool. I guess what I'm saying, two things can be true. Okay, he does it because he has to. But if this is making us one of the most dominant teams and putting me in the GOAT conversation, then shit. That means it's great. Like I should, whatever quarterback you have, you create a system that works for them. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Peyton Manning, Brady, Lamar. I don't care who, any great quarterback.
You're missing the fact.
Great for them.
But look at that shit. Under duress. God damn. Mahomes do that? Here's the thing.
Not as much anymore. He doesn't.
But here's the thing I want to ask you, though. Like, you keep removing the fact that we're discussing this guy in the GOAT conversation. If he's the GOAT, Smitty, then he should be able to do everything at the position and win at the same time. Like, why are we avoiding the conversation piece? It's the GOAT. Is he the greatest? Would he have been put into the conversation, like Steve said, if they did win all off season? He's already going to pass up Brady and all. No, he's not. There's a reason why he's been blown out twice. Quarterbacks make O-lines better. O-lines don't make quarterbacks better. Just FYI. He had clean enough pockets and plays to make in that game Sunday that he did not make, that I've seen a lot of guys make. And I'm just telling you, we keep giving that guy pass after pass after pass. But yet what? Guess what? Andy Reid and the Chiefs continue to be a great organization, and they keep avoiding that.
Are you going to ever be getting a full game, all 22 of the Super Bowl? You should actually break down every pass play of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Actually, I already got it. I already got this game.
Actually grade every single play and say that was open, or that was covered.
Yeah, we can do that.
You should actually grade it because there's
might do it tomorrow.
I'm just telling you, there are times when I watch Patrick Mahomes and I wonder what's on the other side of that screen we don't see. Is there a guy coming open? Is there a guy waving his arms? Because there's too many times he hitches, and I'm like, Pat, you're playing 10 Mississippi football here.
Could that also be, though, being devil's advocate, Steve? Could that also be because our earlier conversation of him not having the Tyreek Hill and the Cooper Kupp right now, and guys just not being open? He got Juju, an OD Hop. I mean,
well,
see, I love that argument, Steve. I love this whole excuse on the wideout thing. I want to know, can you please name me a guy that Patrick Mahomes has gotten paid at another place? Please, I'll wait.
Tyreek Hill.
Mahomes didn't get him paid.
Well,
he was already paid. He was getting paid. Let's be real. I can name you a bunch of nobodies that Aaron Rodgers got contracts for at other places. Half of them are Mahomes wideouts that were in Green Bay. Great quarterbacks make great wide receivers. Matthew Stafford, all the guys that have left him and got paid. Why does nobody leave Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and these other guys?
Hollywood Brown got paid, so don't bring Lamar into it.
Why don't they get big contracts? Because he don't make them better. Because he doesn't get them the ball. They don't get contract extensions. They don't get big bags. What wideouts left him other than Tyreek Hill, who's an anomaly, track star in the slot that anybody can pay? Give me a guy that he's actually made better.
Juju Smith got paid by the Patriots.
Juju's not better. Juju was better in Pittsburgh. Stop. Man, come on, man.
He got to deal with the Patriots.
Yeah, he's throwing shit at the wall. See what sticks. Come on, man. He hasn't gotten anyone better. Nobody wants to talk about that, though. That's what we're going to do. We're going to break that down, Steve, one day. Steve, I got to ask you, Steve, why does Mina Kimes get an MVP vote? Fuck, go.
Well, she's NFL media, I guess.
Smitty,
I didn't know she got a vote. That's nice to know.
This is when Smitty takes her cup and drinks. Okay, go, Steve. I asked 3 Super Bowl guys yesterday that won Super Bowls, and Eric Weddle and Sean King, and I was like, do you guys remember her getting under center and like opposite? Let's check the ball to the 3 technique and run inside zone. I don't remember her taking a drop and throwing it high.
Well, now wait a minute, hold on. To be fair, there's a lot of guys or people with NFL MVP votes that never really played either. So I don't think she's.
Yeah, we talked about those
Steve
too.
Kim didn't play, and I respect Steve Kim's word because he knows the game.
You know what I know though?
I respect Steve Kim.
You know why I respect
one of
him?
the voices, and he didn't play to my knowledge.
Because Steve would come out and say, I don't think I'm worthy of making that call. Just like he told Bailey some humble shit the other day at the house when Bailey met Steve in person. He's humble enough to know, you know what? I think someone else should do that and break that down because he knows a little more about it than me. And
You don't do that on air though. That's not something that you do on. If you're on a TV show, and maybe Steve can help me on this. If I'm on a TV show and I'm one of the analysts, one of the talking heads, and there's a topic that's at play, I'm not gonna come on that talk like, dang, I'm not picked for that. Let me pass somebody else. That's not what you do. It's not realistic.
Problem. When she is starting to X and O a little bit, and you have guys on that set that have won Super Bowls, been in huddles, played the game, I'm like, okay. I don't care about the percentage of cover 2 on first down on dome stadiums in the month of October. That ain't got. I mean, and she's so authoritative about it, and then everyone has to genuflect, and you're like, I wonder, can Mina Kimes even catch a football?
I guess.
Listen,
here's my question to y'all though. Like serious note. What would y'all rather her do? Like, is she talking with too much confidence? Is it? I don't watch it. I swear to God, I've never watched one full NFL live show. I only see clips, so I'm genuinely asking. Like, is it the how she's saying it? Is it the?
I don't. Okay, Darnell, I'm not like quite as. I'm not quite as angry about this as JB.
I know.
But I don't think anyone is. But I just think what the funniest part is, everyone introduces, football expert. Mina Kimes. Like, she's not really an expert. She can read a chart.
Can I answer your question?
And one more thing. My only argument is that a lot of people aren't experts at football on TV, as you know, Steve. There's men or women, and I'm gonna leave it at that. There's other people who talk on there.
But Smitty, I think it's dishonest when you say a guy that played 10 years doesn't know the game the way Mina Kimes does. Will he know some of the stats on nickel and dime on second and third and down against two tight? Yeah, I get it. But in terms of playing the game and explaining an inside trap or a counter or a lead ISO, I would rather have the guy that actually played the game.
I agree with that sentiment for sure. I'm just saying there are multiple media members who talk on TV who did not play. So if that's the argument,
true.
There's a lot of people
that is
who
true.
And we don't call them out every show, but we call out Mina every show. So JB, go ahead.
Can I answer?
Yes, you can, Jason.
She needs to go do fucking makeup and get the fuck off of the screen. I mean, it's not hard. It's not real hard. She needs to take a class from Harrison Butker today. Go the fuck back to the house, and she has a kid, and she needs to go do that. I'm gonna be fair.
These are not my thoughts or Steve Kim's thoughts. I want to make that clear for all the audio listeners of the video people who cut this off.
Women that
singularly Jason Brown's fault.
Because to Steve's point, she's not a guru. She's not. And she doesn't have any insight. She cannot get on that show and tell Steve Kim, Darnell Smith, Marcellus Wiley, Eric Weddle, Shaun King, my fucking dog, anything that we don't know. That's a fucking expert. Teaching me something that I don't know. She can't. So why would I listen to her? That's to answer your question. But anyways, Steve, moving on amicably. I wanted to ask you.
What's wrong with him, Steve?
I just want to ask you.
I respect the consistency.
Yeah,
say what's wrong. No.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
That's your guy, Steve. This is your guy.
Steve, it's unbelievable that we just sugarcoat the shit and act like, fuck, I can't wait for Mina Kimes to come on and break down the 3 techniques fucking wrong arm.
I just want you to say the same thing about everybody who did not play, and I'm cool with that. If you're consistent across the board, I'm cool with that. So if you feel the same way about Mina, feel the same way about Stephen A. Feel the same way about everybody who did not play football who talks about it. Mad Dog, all those cats say the same thing about
right, but no one says Mad Dog is John Madden. But here's the issue, though, where Mina, I'm not trying to be overly critical of my fellow Crouching Tiger, but when she just authoritatively said the reason why quarterbacks are struggling is because of all of this cover 2. I'm thinking, Mina, look, you have to understand, cover 2 has been played for 45 years. there has never been a coverage by itself which has stopped an offense. It's like if I do the Floyd Mayweather Philly shell shoulder roll, that doesn't make me a good fighter. It is about the fighter and the execution and also how you do it consistently. And I just think you kind of lost a lot of people there when you say, well, it's just cover 2. Well, in that case, Smitty, every defensive coordinator going to every game, what are we doing, coach? Oh, we're just going to cover 2 them motherfuckers. I mean, really? Just cover 2. Yeah, just cover 2. What about cover 3? Cover 3. What's cover 2? Man under? That. Cover 2. Well, then what? If it's just about a coverage by itself has never won a game. It's never stopped the team. It's like the triangle offense in the NBA. Right. Everyone tried it. And when it didn't have Jordan, Pippen, Kobe, and Shaq, it was a mess. A system by itself has never won a game.
Listen,
I agree.
We are on a real show and possibly the realest one on the internet. I gotta be honest. A good friend of mine, fucking Tone Diggs on Pat McAfee show, got a fucking vote. I'm not going to talk shit about Mina Kimes and not talk about my man Tone Diggs getting a vote.
All I'm saying, be consistent across the board, and I'm cool with it.
I am. I've been saying it. Look, Diana Russini, does she deserve a vote?
Well, she covers the league. She does cover the league.
This is how it's always been, Jason. Like, what are you talking about? It's always been that way.
Now, I have a question.
Condoleezza Rice picked the best fucking college football.
Now you're just throwing shit out. Now you're just going all over the place.
No, Condoleezza Rice was on the committee, Smitty.
For the playoffs.
College playoff, not this.
Now, weren't there pollsters that left Lamar Jackson off the top 3?
Yes.
See, I would question every single one of those people.
Jim Miller.
Then I'd question every single. If you don't think Lamar is in the top 3, I actually would question either your integrity or your intelligence. I'll just leave it at that.
Can we show that list, Bailey? Real quick. Let's show this. So Tom Brady deserves a vote, right? There's no thoughts about it. All right. I think Rich Gannon, former MVP, deserves a vote.
Bingo.
And I'm looking at why. First of all, can I ask why so many people get a vote?
Well, I think
do you know?
I'm asking part of the NFL media. Been on the beat, like in boxing, to get votes, you have to be part of the Boxing Writers Association of America. So it doesn't mean you have to be a former 5-time world champion or got punched in the face. It just there's things. I mean, come on.
Like I'm just like I just have a common sense thought here, and I just want to ask you guys' honest opinion. I'm not even being funny, Smitty. Shouldn't we know every single person on the list voting? Like, we should know them. Like, when I hear the name, I should know them.
Not necessarily.
Why? Why not necessarily?
Oh, all right, Coach. Do you think Peter King was worthy of a vote when he was still an active writer? Peter King.
No.
Really? You don't think Peter? What about Dr. Z, Paul Zimmerman?
Oh, you said when he was active writer. You said when he was active writer.
Right. Do you think he should have?
Yeah.
Okay. What about when
Paul? Here's the thing. It's like Charles Barkley now, though, right? Like if he's doing it consistently, to Smitty's point, and he covers the game in totality, and he played, then it's a difference.
Well,
Peter King just covers it.
Make an argument that a lot of women are doing that.
They are. That's my only thing.
So come on.
They are covering.
Doesn't mean that you have to like them or respect.
Right? Yeah, I'm not. You can hate me as a person. I don't care about that. But I'm saying,
hate her as a person. I don't hate her.
She does
really
literally cover the game. So like,
I don't know her.
She falls. I know. I'm just saying. I don't care about that. I'm just saying she does cover the game. So my only argument is, if you're going to consistently go at her, cool. Just make sure you go at everybody else on that list who did not play the game either, then, and keep it that way. Because there's other people that didn't play as well. But like again, Steve made a great point about the boxing association. Whatever. Like it's like this in most sports. Like you don't necessarily have to play. You got to cover the game, be a part of the media. And this is what it's always been. Even when Troy Aikman and all, when you were a kid, it's been this way. So now it's a problem because you don't like a handful of names in there.
Hey, Coach, I think we're going to talk about it. They just added it to my segment with Whitlock. Check your text message. The Fox Sports top 10 quarterbacks. They're already starting this with Mahomes again. They have Mahomes top 10 quarterbacks. They have Mahomes 4th. I'm just telling you,
Already.
he's probably top 10. He would not be in my Mount Rushmore. I'll just put it to you that way.
I think Aaron.
He's not above. I don't care nobody say on my list. He's not above Peyton yet. He's not above Joe Montana, of course. He's not above Tom Brady, of course. I know for a fact those three. Now I got to think through everybody else, but for a fact,
I think Roger Staubach is very underrated. When you watch Staubach highlights, that guy had a great deep shot. I mean, he could hit the post, the go route. By the way,
it's absolute blasphemy that they have these guys above Troy Aikman on this list.
Well, you have him number 1, which a lot of people disagree.
You love Troy.
He's not in the top 10. It's absolute. It's
By the way, Brett Favre at 8, friend of Fearless, way too many interceptions to be 8. I think he's
Aaron Rodgers is not above fucking Troy Aikman at this point. I'm just telling you. Drew Brees.
Let me ask you this, JB.
Drew Brees.
JB.
Dan Marino, Drew Brees.
JB, JB. If you put and be real, like no emotions, please. If you put prime Aaron Rodgers on those Dallas Cowboys teams, you don't think they still win those 3?
No, because Aaron's proven now that he's not a winner.
Yeah. Okay, guys, before I get out of here, I want to address something. Our guy, Coach Parker, love Coach Parker, number 1 Dallas Cowboy. We got into a very heated debate, not an argument. And I asked him, give me your Mount Rushmore of Dallas Cowboys. And he started thinking about it. This is a guy that's coached football, played football. He has 2 sons that are playing college football. One of them just is now at UCLA. So he's a football guy. Learned a lot from him. And so Smitty, he says his Mount Rushmore of Cowboys is Emmitt Smith. I said, cool. Fine. Cool. Then he said Troy Aikman. And I go, over Staubach. And he said, yes. And I said, Coach JB's not going to throw you out on this day for saying that. But okay, we'll go right there. Then number 3, he said Larry Allen or Michael Irvin. And I said, can't go wrong with that. The 4th guy, we had a little bit of a debate over. He said Deion Sanders. And I go, whoa. He only played 5 years with the Cowboys, and he was on 5 different teams, basically. Every other Cowboy, if you want to name Michael Irvin, whole career with the Cowboys, so then I thought about it, and he almost turned white. And by the way, he's black. I said, oh, really? So let me ask you something. You don't put in Bob Lilly, one of the 20 greatest players of all time, the first Cowboy Super League. Oh, I'm a little young for that. I said, okay, I got to get it. Then I got him with this one. And all the Cowboy fans in our audience, I just want to get your interaction with this. And I said 2 words. Okay. Darren Woodson. He almost choked out his cigar. This is a guy that should be in the Hall of Fame, played 12 years, was the original nickel linebacker in my view. He's the first, him and Leroy Butler. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Now, I have a question for all the Cowboy fans. Do you really put a guy in your Mount Rushmore that only played 5 years for your team when you have a bunch of Cowboys like Staubach, Dorsett, who didn't make it, Drew Pearson, Tony Hill, Witten, that played 10 to 15 years for the Star?
I would have Randy White over all of them, though.
Randy White's that's another one I think a lot of people would have. Staubach was Captain America.
Deion would be on another team. The reason that I say no for me, and because I kind of agree with Parker, but then I agree with you. He's going to be on somebody's Mount Rushmore. Falcons, Niners, somewhere,
I'm not
right?
sure. He never spent a lot of time. He spent 1 year with the Niners. He played 9 games.
Like, where is he going to be? Like,
remember those old NBA jackets? He used to have a patch of every team.
Yeah.
That's Deion Sanders. That's basically like Deion is a brand unto himself. He's the greatest cover corner I've ever seen. I'm not taking.
It's like an oxymoronic. It's like an oxymoron because he's on the Mount Rushmore of all-time NFL players, and maybe, in my opinion,
top 10. There's no doubt.
Like
he said
all time, you know what I mean? Like he's got to be on the map.
He only came in at 30 for the NFL Network, and I said, Deion, I agree. I would have put you in my top 10. But when I look at the all-time Cowboys, the guys that are really, it has to be Troy, Roger, Emmett, Michael Irvin, Larry Allen, Bob Lilly, Randy White. Those guys, any combination of those 4. Deion spent 5 years there. And the last 3, I don't think they even made the playoffs.
Would Charles Haley get in there?
Haley would, Haley spent a lot of time with the
Niner
Niners.
He a Niner or a Cowboy? You know what I'm saying?
It depends how
more rings. He won more rings with the Cowboys. 92, 93, 95.
It depends how we're ranking them. I think during that argument, Steve, I jumped in at the end and I brought up, I said, it's kind of like the LeBron James Laker argument, right? Where it's like a lot of people would say LeBron is, in number 2, number 3 all time, or even number 1 all time player. But would you say he's a Mount Rushmore Laker? I wouldn't say that because I don't think he's done enough. And when I think about Magic, James Worthy, Kareem,
it's gonna make me.
You could argue that, like, well, if he's the best player of all time, or in that conversation, and he's on the Lakers, then you could say he's the. You know what I'm saying? So it depends.
It's gonna make me throw up when Freda Bus puts up a statue of Braun. Ugh.
You know what's crazy though, Steve? This is like year 7 though now, I think.
I don't care if it's year 7.
Shaq played what, 6 seasons with us? I'm a Lakers fan, so I'll say us. So I'm saying, like, if Shaq has a statue, then you kind of gotta. And LeBron has a ring, albeit the COVID ring, still a ring. 7 years, broke Kareem's record. I'm not a LeBron guy, but just removing emotion, Steve, I think he's probably done enough to be out there. It sounds crazy, but
I hope people vandalize that shit.
Hey, Steve, you got to go.
Parker, if you're out there, I want you to think about Dion on your Mount Rushmore Cowboys over Randy White.
By the way, Steve, I wake up off 2 hours sleep, very intoxicated yesterday, and I come into the lounge. Bailey was still here because I had to drive him to the airport after the show. And I walk into the lounge, and Parker is knocked out in one chair that you usually sit in the corner, and Ruben is in the other one, and JC left at 4:30.
In the morning?
Yes. They were in here. Yes, they were in here until 4:30. Parker and Ruben were here for the show as I started live because they were fucking knocked out. And JC just left at 4:30. I guess they were telling like South Central fucking war stories till fucking 4:30 in the morning. So yes, true.
By the way, before I leave here, the one Cowboy that may have been on that list if it was not for some issues, Eric Williams, Big E, best right tackle of his generation. He was never the same after his car accident. He's the one guy that you could say, all right, you're on Reggie White. We're going to leave you on an island. Battle. That was Frazier against Ali. He was one of the greatest, meanest, toughest SOBs. Should be in the Hall of Fame, but that injury killed him. But Parker, think about it. I don't know if Dion belongs on that Mount Rushmore of Dallas Cowboys. Darren Woodson put in 12 good years for you.
I don't want to wait till Thursday, but we will. But I just got to preemptively strike this and throw it out there. We got to talk about it Thursday. Are you good, bad, or indifferent on the Hall of Fame selection or lack thereof? Who did or did not get in?
Well, first of all, Reggie Wayne needs to get in there. What a terrible, terrible omission.
Yeah,
but he'll get there.
Been in there, man.
And then
Miami,
Frank Gore, you're going to get in there. But I will say this, Coach. I heard you last week. First of all, I'm going to always say this. The Fresno Flash, Henry Eller, belongs in the Hall. But, Coach, when you talk about Steve Smith, not only does he have the numbers, you're forgetting one thing. He was a deluxe all-pro caliber punt returner in the first 4 years of his career, and he was a great playoff player. He was a money player. If I had a vote as a non-player, I would put in Steve Smith. I would ice up his vote. Yes, he's in my Hall of Fame.
Torrey Holt too.
Torrey Holt too with his bent finger.
His fingers all so like nasty.
But that guy. But I will say this: Eric Allen. I'm happy for him. But if Eric Allen is, and I'm going to leave you with this: where is Lester Hayes? Lester Hayes should have been in the Hall of Fame, as Sterling Sharp should have been 20 years ago, as far as I'm concerned.
But how is Devin Hester in? And Steve Smith's not.
What do you mean? He's an all-time returner.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Doesn't matter. Steve Smith did both. And he's still not in. And Hester did one thing. Hester wasn't a great damn wide receiver. He's known for one thing. Steve did both. And it's still not in. Still not in. And I don't know. Eli Manning, though, is the big discussion. Yes,
but
no,
anyway,
and
Steve Smith needs to get in there. And classic line, ice up, son. Ice up. Wow, what a line. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you Thursday. I got to get going.
Thursday. Peace. Smitty, Eli Manning, yes or no?
Not yet. Not first ballot. I'm cool with him not being first ballot. I think he'll get in, but first ballot don't make sense. Because, again, the only reason he's getting in is because he had two of the most memorable Super Bowls of all time, going against the GOAT, one in which the Patriots were undefeated and he stopped that season, and another one where they were still outmatched and he beat them. If you look at his actual wins and loss record, you look at his stats, all his Pro Bowls, all Pro, the lack thereof when it comes to MVPs, he did not really do enough to be a Hall of Famer, but those 2 Super Bowl runs were so impressive that it puts him over the top, and he's a Manning, so that helps him out. So he'll get in, but not first ballot, and I'm cool with that.
The 2011-12 season will go down in totality as one of the greatest quarterback seasons of all time, and that belongs to Eli Manning. He deserves it. He almost threw for 6,800 yards in 2011, 40 complete touchdowns. I'm talking through the playoffs, through everything. One of the greatest seasons in totality at the end of the year in any quarterback in the history. Is that not worthy of putting someone in? And you beat Tom Brady to finalize it. There isn't a better argument than that season right there. And I think you can look it up, but I believe it's somewhere around 6,800 total yards. That means he almost threw for 1,600 in the playoffs. He threw for another 11 touchdowns or what have you, no picks, and won a Super Bowl.
Should we put Joe Flacco in too then?
No, he did not have that season.
Flacco had an incredible playoff run. Phenomenal.
He did not have that season.
Should we put Nick Foles in too?
Hold on, you're asking. You're micro again. Are you really arguing this?
No,
this motherfucker, I just summoned you. Motherfucker threw for 6,800 yards. 6,800 yards and 40 touchdowns, and you're asking me about stupid shit about Flacco's one shitty year?
One season get you in the Hall of Fame? I'm just trying to get some curiosity.
They're not one season, homie. Eli's won two fucking Super Bowls.
So Lamar's a Hall of Famer then, right?
He won 2 Super Bowls, Michael.
He beat Manning twice. So Lamar Jackson Hall of Famer, right?
Twice. Michael twice. Did he beat him twice? Right? Did Flacco win twice against Manning?
He won once.
Against Brady?
No, against the all-time Niners team.
All right, then you shouldn't talk about it no more. Every time Smitty lies or says bullshit, did you notice? The gods blur his camera. But what do I know?
So basically, I'm right again. You're saying ultimately, since he beat Brady in the Super Bowl twice, he's getting in. So that's what the fuck I said in the first place.
No, it's not. He has fucking. How many years did he play, Smitty?
I don't know.
What's his total stats? They are good. If you look at all the other quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame, if you look at what they are in the Hall of Fame, compare them. Compare them in the Hall of Fame and compare their overall stats.
I'm gonna say one stat. We're gonna shut everything down. Eli Manning win-loss record 117, 117. Conversation closed.
No, it's not.
White people shit, and then we go do a commercial before we go to our final hour. So, baby, what we got for white people shit?
I won.
Shine lollipops and.
This is your sign to make card tiramisu for your next road trip.
What is that, homie?
Tiramisu.
Where is it at?
In the car, in the middle console. They're cooking it in the middle console.
This ain't white. Can we be honest?
Yeah.
It's not white people shit. This is not white people shit.
What is it then?
It's our people shit.
No, we don't do shit like this.
Our word people shit.
All they meant our. My fault.
No, it's our people shit. It's G people shit.
They just so happen to be white though.
This so happens, but this is R word people shit. This is F word people shit. This is G word people shit. I'm just telling you. Speaking of G word people shit, I can't fucking wait to talk about this motherfucker on the other side of this show, on this commercial. Because there's a motherfucker painting his nails, and he just got paid to do it.
Damn, it's going to be a tough one for me, but I can't wait. Dang. I'll talk about it when we come back, man. Quick break. Come right back.
What up, man? This is a proud new sponsor of the Coach JB Show with Big Smitty, and it is First Round Performance.
Yeah.
Make sure you head on over to firstroundperformance.com. We got the merch, the gear. They are top-notch company.
High quality, JB. All about the party here. Workout gear, exclusive gear. What's that right there, JB?
By the way, nobody else in the country or the world has this short right here. You can put this short on. It helps your back. It helps your hamstrings, helps your quads as you work out.
What?
You can wear these right underneath your workout shorts or what have you. It's kind of like a girdle, but very, very comfortable. Shorts Against Syndrome. It's SAFS. Go head on over there and check it out. First Round Performance.
JB, they got workout bands. They got ankle weights.
What's this?
What's in that box?
All kind of good.
It's our first time seeing this.
What's this?
I'm nervous. What's that?
A 40-yard dash electric timer. You can go get your workout on with the light and the strobe, the whole deal. Firstroundperformance.com.
Oh, you just turned it on, JB.
Bam.
You want that smoke?
Go check it out.
I know you ain't trying to race me,
I
JB.
might race Smitty and smoke him.
You ain't trying to race me. You scared of that life.
Yeah, this is real deal. You guys got to go check it out. Firstroundperformance.com. Head on over there. Proud new sponsor of the Coach JB Show.
This is nice, JB.
With Big Smitty. And
this is mine, right?
hell yeah. Listen, their premium gear, including the revolutionary SAFS shorts I just showed you, are expertly designed by a leading orthopedic surgeon to align your hips and relieve your pain. It is trusted by athletes and active individuals alike, whether you are pushing your limits with their high-quality resistance bands, as Smitty just showed you, or boosting recovery with the powerful dual-spectrum red light therapy devices that I just showed you. First Round Performance delivers the tools needed to stay at the top of your game. Whether aiming for peak performance or simply wanting to live pain-free, they've got you covered. Visit firstroundperformance.com or shop on Amazon today. They just launched their Amazon store.com, their Amazon store. This is out there, First Round Performance on Amazon. And so go help them out and grab some performance gear today. And please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions.
Yes, sir.
Go First Round.
Go First Round, baby.
The promo code will be Coach JB. So check that out and head on over there today.
Get right, baby. First Round, the highest quality.
First Round Performance, go get you some merch.
Ooh, I like this shirt. I like this shirt, JB.
Peace.
Without a doubt, it's Compton in the house. Without a doubt, it's Compton in the house. Without a doubt.
Yeah. By the way, Dan Rafferty. All of you think MVP Gold Jackets are based off stats alone. I don't give a damn about stats. Anyone who watched Eli Manning over his career would say Eli and the offense was hard to watch. Here's a good thing. You don't have a vote. Number one. Number two, Rafferty, nobody cares about you not giving a damn about stats. You're a nobody. Here's the problem. Understand something real quick. Can you name me all the other guys that had no stats that beat Tom Brady in 2 Super Bowls? Oh, sorry. No, you can't. You know why? Because Eli Manning's a fucking 1%er of Earth's walking beings. You fucking moron. You guys all think it's just thrown out there that any fucking buddy can win a Super Bowl, and it's so fucking easy to beat the guy who won fucking 7 of them, and you're thinking that it just walks around and falls off trees. Hey, they won a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl. Hey, Dan Rafferty, did you win a fucking Super Bowl? Did you beat fucking Tom Brady twice? Shut the fuck up with your fucking casual stupid takes. Eli is like 1 fucking percenter of Earth's beings. Shut the fuck up. Holy shit, some of you motherfuckers are embarrassing. Anyway, moving on amicably, Smitty. We got a lot going on. Paris, make sure you cut my prayer, my rants, everything I did today. Cut them. Make sure every single thing I did today is in some sort of short, and make it all 2 minutes.
And then Paris, anything that you cut for him, where it's like he went like a little crazy, and you think I might get fired, just keep me out of it.
Come on, Callie. By the way, I just like to say, by the way, I don't even have nothing to say. By the way, the fat bitch that came out with her stomach out, homie, needs to be fucking put on a fucking truck somewhere and immediately rushed to a hospital and cut that shit right off their motherfucking body. They need to cut that shit right off. They do that laser, that fucking lipo shit. They just cut it right off immediately. Wow! Just cut that shit right off because this is a midget M word, fat F word.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there.
What?
Just stop right there.
Oh, and this is what you know. What I'm saying, fuck.
How much money would you need to crack that?
Not
everybody. Come on, JB. It's the real show. But everybody got a number.
Not enough money in the world, homie. I could have a fifth of this.
What's your number?
Not everybody has money, homie.
Oh, if you got offered $1 billion to sleep with her for 5 minutes, you wouldn't do that.
$1 billion?
Black people shit. $1 billion? You heard the fuck I said. I asked you, what's your number? Everybody got a number.
It'd probably be $1 billion.
Okay, then, homie. Damn. Yeah, my shit.
What, define sleep, though.
Fuck her. Missionary.
Oh.
Eyes open the whole time with the lights on.
My dick would never smell the same.
But your bank account would.
I know, but my dick would never smell the same.
You could buy a new one. Shit.
Jazzy, if I hit that missionary and I had $1 billion, would you still come fuck with me knowing it?
I know she would. I know that answer. She gonna be like, fuck yeah. She wants you now. You broke as hell. $1 billion? I'm waiting for her answer.
What would it cost you for like sideways doggy though? Would you put her legs up like sideways? And you know that bitch, Jazzy said, nah, homie.
She lying, homie. She just saying that because it's public and she don't want people in the comments judging her. Behind the scenes in the Discord, 101, hell yeah, she let you hit.
Let's dive into this a topic of discussion, man. Introduce it, Smitty, because I can't.
All right, man. One of the biggest topics of the day, man. Alabama star wide receiver Ryan Williams has signed an NIL deal with the nail polish brand Sally Hansen. Williams boasts a $2.3 million on-3 NIL valuation. There's a video here. Let's check it out.
On my birthday, you know I gotta go back to my first ever color, the Onyx Picture, all black, baby. Gotta finish up with the top coat, makes it shine, last longer. All done and ready to enjoy my birthday and the big game.
Let me go first before you go in.
Can we start it over? Smitty, can we start it over? Because I'm not even laughing about this yet. I'm laughing about a comment, homie, that I just wanted to address you with. Can we start this whole segment over, Bailey? Can we start this segment over?
Yeah.
I got. Somebody said that Smitty would do a 69 for 5K with no girl.
Jason's cracking up for real.
Smitty would do a 69 for 5 G's, homie. I'm over here talking about a Billy to hit it missionary. They talking about Smitty 5 racks at 69, homie.
I got him, homie.
They said Smitty will hit for, hey, FA, they said Smitty will take the 5 racks to go fuck off in Frisco tomorrow.
Right.
BBS, he just think about right now, all 5 grand help me out a week. Fuck off money, homie. Now, Jada, or not Jada, Jazzy, would you kiss Smitty now after that, knowing he did that for 5 Gs?
Jazzy don't like me. She only like you.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, now let's dive into this.
Only baby girl and Chris and them like me. So let's dive back into this, man. Though, so Alabama star wide receiver.
Chris sat right by you at the party and didn't even say one word to you.
You said, "Wow."
Go. Chris was sitting right by you at the party. I didn't hear her say one word to you. Go.
And then Lee, she like me too, Leah. Anyway, Alabama star wide receiver Ryan Williams has signed an NIL deal with the nail polish brand Sally Hansen. Williams boasts a $2.3 million on-3 NIL valuation. Baby, go and show the video.
You know I gotta go back to my first ever color, the Onyx Picture, all black, baby.
I feel like I just watched that.
Gotta finish up with the top coat, makes it shine, last longer. All done and ready to enjoy my birthday and the big game.
Let me go first. Let me go first before you go in. So I actually met this kid months ago. Great young man, humble, nice kid, man. Had his head right around his shoulders. Loves the game of football. I helped get him on Keyshawn's podcast. One of my guys, shout out to my brother Walt Brock, is like the head of, I think, like marketing or something like that for Alabama. So I want to start there because, like, again, I'm not saying I'm friends with the kid. I'm not saying but I know him to an extent. I did have a chance to meet him, so I got to start off there. With that being said, I strongly disagree and with the decision to get your nails painted as a man. That's just not my thing at all. That's not how I grew up, not how I was raised, not how any of my homies was raised. And I think what I'm trying to understand now is that maybe this is just the new era and this is just like their thing. And I think I'm finally reached a point in the age of being a quote unquote old head, right? And obviously I'm not actually old in the sense of my age, but I'm so far separate from the new generation of 18, 19-year-olds to right now the things that they're doing, I don't understand. And that bothers me. So, and you know, each generation goes through this. There was something that probably my generation did that you guys didn't like and understand, and your parents, and it goes on and on and on. But this is something that everybody, I would say, 30 and above, I think we're all on the same page. We just don't understand this and we don't agree with it. But I think to them, to this generation, they look at it as just a fashion piece. And I just would never want to stand like this with my hand like this as a man. And I would never want to like just get my nails painted. So that's there. But I do want to say this because I don't want to disrespect the kid. He's a hell of a ball player. He's a young cat. The time I met him, great dude, humble, shake your hand, respect, cool, all that. I want to start there. I'm not gonna go here and I'm not gonna use no terms that JB used on Twitter and say none of that. I didn't get any of those signs when I met him in person. But this right here, I just do not understand. And that's my take.
There's some broad out there on Twitter named Kendra Middleton or something. She shared my DMs to her.
Hold on. Huh?
I DM'd her, like, trying to get at her, and she shared it.
Online, like on Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, for real? That's weak.
I didn't try to get at her. I'm not that dumb, Smitty. First of all, you know me, I'm a hustler. I'm not that stupid. Second of all, we're going to show it. Thirdly, people act like I was supposed to, like, be scared and run away. I'm actually like, show the DMs, bitch.
Right.
Like, I ain't got nothing to hide.
Like, ain't nothing wrong with that?
First of all, I ain't got nothing to hide. I don't even follow her. The DM was addressed to a disagreement that we had, and I DM'd her, and I said, it's all good or whatever. She said, it's all good, blah, blah, blah. Motherfucker act like it was a dick picture, and then I'm sitting there trying to get at her or something. Like, motherfucker, bitch, please. I was actually being cordial and nice to your motherfucking ass. So basically, this kid posted this. I just said gay, fucking being me, and it has 2 million views now. So she came out and wrote a long-ass fucking, I don't know, some goddamn, I don't know what she put out. She put out some fucking response to this.
I recognize the name. That sounds familiar. Let me see.
Yeah, me too. I don't even know her either. And I was looking at it like, do I know this girl? Like, I don't follow her.
Is she white or black? What is she?
I don't know, man. I really don't. I think she white. That name sounds white. I'll be honest. I think the name sounds white. I finally blocked the motherfucker because she just this one that see Lucy, you're not one of them, and a lot of the women in the chat aren't one of them. But this is what these thirsty girls do. They think that they're showing a DM that actually backfired on her, and everybody in the my following just fucking destroyed her, and she just fucking has dissipated into thin dust. But anyway, she thought that the DM was supposed to be some like badass DM that I was sharing. Like, bitch, I didn't send you shit, and I'm gonna show it.
There you go. She said you slid in my DMs and I'm thirsty. Make it make sense. I see the whole. Oh, y'all going in. You coach a sport where grown men slap each other's asses. When nail polish is where you draw the line. It's also
reread that. Reread that so you can give everybody the audio so we can start over.
Okay,
Reread.
so this is Kendra Middleton's tweet. I guess she's responding to JB's probably saying the G word to the fingernail painting. So anyway, Kendra Middleton said, "You coach a sport where grown men slap each other's asses, but nail polish is where you draw the line. Is also for his little sister. And why do you care?" JB responds, "I don't care, but of course you want to make football all inclusive and more feminine, right? Get the hell out of here with this soft shit. Nobody's taking a man who paints his nails or promotes other men to paint them seriously, but you. Miss me with the bullshit, lady." Kendra Middleton responds, "Yeah, because painting nails and supporting your little sister is soft. Enjoy being miserable and stay out of my DM while you're at it. In your DMs, you got to stop flattering yourself. Trust me. Please show us those so we can all make you famous, Miss Clout Chaser." Kendra, here you go. DM said, "All good. Haha. Just wanted to make sure you knew." And then it says, "Yeah, I fucked up. Laughing face. Love your hustle. Keep grinding." Then it says, "Thanks. Have the best week." It says, "You too." Then it says, "You funny." I don't really know. And then JB responds, "What the fuck does this show? You thirsty broads on here are comical. Is this you thinking someone's trying to get at you? That's funny. You are a sad, thirsty, pathetic little girl." Kendra, "You slid in my DMs and I'm thirsty? Make it make sense. You are the sad one who cares about what someone does with their own time that doesn't even affect you. He made more on that endorsement than you will your entire career. You are his parents' age and my parents' age, hating on him and I. That's sad and pathetic." And then she said, "Oh,
she's still going. I blocked her, so I haven't seen any of these."
She said, "Okay, you blocked her." So she screenshotted being blocked, and she said, "I'm soft though," with a laughing face. And then you said, "Now it's back to the nail painting after your DM show absolutely shit." And then you said, "I slid in, LOL." Literally shows that the discussion is from a post disagreeing, and now, of course, the feminist, in quotes, wants to make it about sliding in her DM. Laughing face emoji. You clowns are comical and sad, and nobody wants you, sweetie. Sorry to break it to you. We want real females, not beta thirsty ones.
Why Smitty try to act like sound? He actually like played me. So as a man, seriously, break that DM down break that DM down. Like,
yeah, like you could tell based upon where the conversation started that it was in response to something else.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part. Like, this is like Netflix and the whole fucking Hitler kid. Like, you delete the fucking content, and then you just show the first fucking thing, and then that is what you want to go with? It's clear. A R-word person could understand that this was a conversation going on. And then you...
And it's all friendly. Both of y'all, she responded too. Like, so if anything, it's like, you being friendly too and shit. Like, I don't... Like, it ain't no sliding, really.
Yeah, I'm lost. This is what happens though, dog. This is what I'm talking about. All that because I said that kid. And let's just be honest, dog. We just saw the kid. Smitty said Smitty was very politically correct with his breakdown of this young man. Unbelievable job by Smitty. Did a great job breaking that down. Great job. Unbelievable job actually on how he broke that down. Like just touched on all the boxes. He checked every box to land himself a big-time job at a corporate media sponsor event. So this is the deal, and then I'll go and lose it all for him right now. Here's the issue we got, all right? Let's break this down for him. This kid came out, and he was cutting a football cake. First of all, ding, 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 ding. Let's start with that. What the fuck is he doing cutting a fucking cake. Number one, that immediately makes me think he baked that cake. Did this motherfucker bake that cake? And I have a fundamental problem, Smitty. There's 3 laces on that fucking football. There's 3 goddamn laces on that motherfucking football. Again, these kids are not invested in the game. They don't know how many laces are on a fucking ball. They don't know anything. All they care about is money, money, money. Gimme, gimme, gimme. And I'm going to be straight up real with you on the realest show on planet Earth. Keep that picture right there, Smitty, Bailey. Don't move that motherfucker. If I saw them hands right there, all I'm thinking about is picturing that bitch wrapped around my dick. We need to have a fundamental conversation on this show. We need to have a real conversation on this motherfucking show. And we got to stop with the bullshit and the enabled entitledness of these fucking weirdo fucking kids. We need to have a real conversation, homie. Smitty, I need to have a real conversation with you, and you need to tell me straight out. Because I'm a hands man. I love me some pretty ass hands on a female. I love when their nails are done, and I think about the first thing I look at them hands, and I say, damn, can that bitch stroke my shit with them motherfuckers? And you know and I know, Smitty, keep it funky and keep it real. We look at hands and say, I want to see that bitch twist that motherfucking dick with them motherfuckers, and I want to see them nails on my nuts, and I want to see that bitch rub my motherfucking thighs. Let's keep it all the way funky. Keep it real, Smitty. How the fuck am I going to look at a dude's hands painted and say, I wish you were stroking my shit? Oh my God. How the fuck can I look at you and say shit? Now this is a man? I thought those were pretty ass female hands that just made me a 3-lace cake. And I fucking thought she was cutting them for me. This is a dude? I thought the bitch had a cross tattoo. I thought she had black fingernails. I was like, shit, I would love to see them motherfuckers wrapped around my shit. No, it's a man who's one of the best football players in America, and I gotta fucking think he was gonna stroke my shit? Fuck, man. I don't have nothing else to say. I can't sum up nothing else. I don't know what to say, homie. Like, he made a 3-lace football cake. It looks like cookie or German chocolate. I don't know. And then he cut it with his left hand, feminine as a motherfucker. And then he spoke. And I just got to go now. So let me hear his voice, Bailey.
On my birthday, you know I got to go back to my first ever color, the Onyx Picture, all black, baby. Got to finish up with the top coat, makes it shine, last longer. All done and ready to enjoy my birthday and the big game.
The fucking music don't help, Smitty. Let's keep it funky. The music doesn't help this kid at all.
Have some like gangster music in the background. It made it a little bit more.
It's so bad.
Fucker. I got my.
It's so bad. Like the music. I'm gonna put on the black Onyx, and then he did like this, Smitty. Homie, and then. I don't know, homie. Like, this is not my football player. Like, I can't coach him.
Hey, but he's a dog on the field, though. That's the problem.
I know. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying.
He's a real dog.
There's only 3 threads on the ball, though.
Hold on, bro. That's the part I don't think the chat really like. Forget what he said. He said this is the problem with kids not being invested in the game. He got 3 fucking laces on the football game, and this shows that they don't watch the game. That's the part that really got me like cracking up. He said, "This damn cake. You a wide receiver. You catch the ball for a living. You supposed to know how many laces on the damn cake."
Who's throwing that motherfucker? Gorgon?
Oh my God.
Who's throwing the ball?
He going to
No, I'm serious. Like, who's throwing the ball? Smitty? Gorgon? Motherfucker, like, What the fuck are we doing, homie? Like, what are we doing?
Hey, chat, tell JB to chill, y'all. Everybody,
What are we doing with the
everybody,
black,
right chill in the chat.
onyx? The black onyx? What?
Brian K said, JB, I'll meet you at a bar in hell.
Smitty,
I don't know what to say.
I gotta be honest, homie. Like, we can't keep accepting this behavior. We just can't. We can't move on amicably no more. That's the problem. We just can't do it. Oh, my bad, Smitty. I should have gave you the fucking... We can't move on amicably no more because Hennessy has brought a grave injustice to us all this morning. And I just got to be honest. The three-lace cake is the line. It's not nothing else. Smitty knows it. I know it. That's why Smitty brought it up. That's why I brought it. You can all talk about all that bullshit about the bitch stroking the dick and all that other shit. The bottom line, the truth, brass tacks, and the fact matter is this has got a three-lace fucking football that is showing us bigger issues here. It has nothing to do with the hand and the tattoo, and I'm looking at it like, that motherfucker's sexy. That stroked shit out of motherfucker's dick. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at that and like, shit. But then it shows me that we got a three-lace football cake, homie. There's got to be a fucking cutoff, Smitty. And that has to be the cutoff. Like, everything would have been cool. This would be a whole nother argument. If the laces were correct, Smitty.
So if he had the proper amount of laces on that cake and everything else was the same, music, you'd be fine with this.
We wouldn't even, the conversation would go back to the bitch's hand stroking my dick.
It wouldn't even be a topic if they had the right laces on there.
Go back to the bitch's hand stroking my shit. It wouldn't even have gone, you know what I'm saying? Like, but Smitty, be honest, true, fact or cap? We all got, we love asses, man, and titties, and let's take those off. Let's just say it's Taylor Swift, and that's, we're gonna go with Taylor Swift. She's as flat as a motherfucking diving board. Nobody looks like milk and magnesia. What are we going to?
Hands and feet.
Teeth, smile.
Hands,
I'm just saying. I'm just asking you. You might have each his own. You might like her hands, her feet, her smile, her hair. I don't know.
Feet matters than a woman for me. So if you have some natural feet, I'm all.
Me too. So feet, hands, smile. You can't have no fucked up teeth. Can't have fucked up teeth, homie.
Oh yeah. Smell. Smell good.
So yeah. I'm a hands man, homie. I'm be real, and I stroke the shit out them hands. And that's where I have a fundamental problem, homie. I stroke shit out that bitch hands with my shit. I don't know what else to say, homie.
Pause, first of all. I understand what you're saying, though, but pause, though. Pause.
I don't need a pause. I'm just telling you straight out. It's not. Have you ever seen White Castle or whatever that shit is?
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle? That's my shit.
Motherfucker said, what's his name? Big Cock Bob or whatever. He was
in jail.
He was like,
you made him suck his shit.
I ain't gay. You sucking my dick. Homie, is that not true? I'm not gay, homie. Your hands look like a bitch's hands, homie. You got painted nails. I thought you was a bitch. I wanted you to stroke my shit.
Chill, homie. That's some old school.
I'm just saying,
that's
homie.
Some old school, like weird gangster shit. That's how the OGs in jail. That's how people your age, when y'all go to jail, y'all say shit like that, and it's like supposed to be gangster. Like Mike Tyson one time said, he said, "I'll fuck you till you love me."
Hell yeah. Oh, no, I say it.
That's like, whoa. Well, that's
hey, Smitty. Hey, hey, homie, I'm telling you right now, I was at Louis Burgers one night, fucking with this cat that came up there. We was, as the homies, I was like, I fuck motherfuckers like you in the pen.
That's what I'm saying. That's type of like to my generation. That's some weird shit. But
yeah,
I understand. That's how y'all. That's how y'all talk.
Hell yeah.
Like, you basically you say
by the way,
a bitch that I could do that to you. Is what you're saying?
By the way, the motherfucker was like, "Oh shit, motherfucker was out of there. He wasn't that motherfucker. That gangster, motherfucker. I fucked the shit out of motherfuckers like you in the pen." Oh, bitch ass motherfucker. That's the difference. I mean, now y'all have to say pause and all that bullshit.
Because
nah.
It is a very plausible comment, but I understand what y'all trying to say. Y'all trying to say that you such a bitch-made motherfucker that I can fuck you like a bitch.
Yeah, that's fucking 1,000%.
The comment sounds so crazy that you gotta say pause because it's
You're
such
exactly right, Smitty. You are 1,000% accurate. That's exactly what it was. It was to tell you and show you that you a bitch. And I'm running through your motherfucking ass because I ran through cats just like you.
Mike
you remember
Tyson
Friday?
said,
Remember Friday?
I'll fuck you till you love me.
Remember? Yeah. Exactly. I'm telling you, homie, that's real shit. But anyway.
But now, no. But if you said to the new generation, they be like, okay.
Oh, dog, there was cats getting gang initiated, having to get fucked. That's real shit, homie. This is a different generation of cat. It's not even a different generation. I agree with D. Jones. It ain't even old or young or nothing. I believe it's truly just a weirdo ass shit, regardless of what generation. Because we had weirdo cats growing up when I was young. And we call them weirdo motherfuckers, Smitty. There's no difference. I think it's just a weirdo motherfucker. That's what you are. And there's no way in my God's creation, in the world that I live in, that I can paint my motherfucking nails and then go out and try to motherfucking R-word you on the football field. Because that's what I wanted to do to you. I wanted to absolutely skull fuck my opponent on the football field. How the fuck is that an oxymoronic fucking take when I'm trying to skull fuck you, but you have the nails of a bitch that I want to have stroke my shit? How the fuck? What world are we in? I don't even know where to begin no more or end. I don't know where to begin. I don't know where to end. This guy looks so fucking feminine that if he walked in the front yard on Main Line, a 2400 block in LA downtown fucking Twin Towers right now, he is getting ran through. 1,000%. It's not a debate. If that motherfucker walked in, hi, I represent Black Onyx, and then shoot the hoop and then cut a 3-string fucking ball, he's getting ran through, Smitty. It's not a debate. And I know that's your little homie, and shit. It's your little homie. It's your little homie and all that shit, baby, Smitty. But damn, homie, what has happened to Bailey, Smitty, what has happened to the kids that we raising to go be gladiators on the fucking gridiron? Smitty, did we not call football fields gridirons?
We did.
And we were supposed to be like, listen, I understand gay people play football. I've been around some. And I found out later they were scared to come out in the locker room. They've come out. We've all been there, right? And then Michael Sam was drafted by the Rams, and then they made it a big deal. I get all that. Now it's just become like, I don't know. I don't know how Coach Fred and all the homies coach today. I don't. It's getting out of hand, though. It really is. It's really getting out of hand. Do we have a safe space? I got to be real. I got to ask you guys a real question here. Y'all get to ask. Y'all, with that rainbow flag, get to ask and tell us that you want safe spaces, that you need safe spaces. Can I get a fucking safe space? What happened to my safe space? I want a safe space. I want to be around real motherfuckers and be able to smoke a stick, sip some yak, holler at a bit, talk about some pussy, go to a titty bar. I want my safe space. And please stop bringing up Dennis Rodman. You guys are too young to talk about Dennis Rodman because you saw him in a wedding dress fucking Madonna, and you saw him in a wedding dress with nails painted fucking.
He did paint
Carmen.
his nails, bro. I know. You about to say Dennis had all the bitches. Okay, two things can be true. We don't know who Ryan Williams is fucking. We don't know what girls he's fucking at all. He might be fucking all the bitches at Bama. So, but at the end of the day, that is fair point though. Dennis Rodman had his nails painted all the fucking time.
No, it's not.
And piercings and all types of shit.
Hold on, homie.
Because you're a fan of his don't mean that he gets different smoke.
Okay, let's talk about brass tacks.
Yep, let's do it then.
What am I consistent about on this show?
Soft shit.
No, just in general. In general, I'm always consistent by sticking to my guns.
Yep, stick to your guns. Yep.
My guns are enabled, entitled, deserving, deserved it. You're more about, does he deserve it or did he what? Earn it. Can we please talk about the grown man, Dennis Rodman, who earned the right to go make millions of dollars and got Carl Jr. to give him one of the biggest endorsement ads ever at the time when he is winning titles for the Chicago Bulls and the Detroit Pistons. And then he turned a weirdo, started fucking with all these weirdo Hollywood elitists and became this weirdo fuck, painted his nails, blah, blah, blah. Time out. Don't say nothing. Let me finish. Can we agree at Arkansas State, he was not that guy. Yeah. He was a hardworking grinder who had to earn the right to get on the scale and make that money and then do whatever the fuck he wanted. Like I say, grown men should be able to do when they earn it. Is that not what this kid's doing? Yeah. It's not, Smitty. It's not. No, it's not.
This kid has having a hell of a freshman season. One of the best receivers in the game.
What does the kid earn, homie? 1 year at Alabama, and he's already
doing the best receivers in college football.
I don't want to hear he's one of the best. He's a fucking 18-year-old freshman in college, and you're putting him on Dennis Rodman's level. You're putting him on fucking Dennis Rodman's level. The problem is with you, Smitty. It's with you, G Wizzle. It's with you fucks in the chat who put an 18-year-old on a fucking 33-year-old who's won 6 NBA titles and has the Stop!
So you gotta earn the right to paint your nails? Is that what you're telling me, homie? Are you telling me you gotta earn the right to paint your nails? Is that what you're telling me? You gotta earn the right to paint your nails.
No,
you telling me you gotta be a grown ass man to paint your nails. If you're 35 years old,
had nothing to do with the nails. 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 Had nothing to do with the nails.
What are we talking about?
No. It's having the right to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You could go fuck another dude. I don't give a fuck what you do. You could wear a wedding dress and do all the other shit. He earned millions by the time he did the fucking come out with the wedding dress.
He has a $2.3 million valuation. He's earned millions too at a younger age. So what?
My point, Smitty. No, you're not getting the big picture. We're giving this dude millions right now, and he hasn't done shit yet but play 1 season at Alabama in the most fucking forgiving era of human life. We just give, homie. Give. What?
Blame the system, not the kid then.
No, I'm still blaming the motherfucking weirdo-ass kid that's fucking gay as a hummingbird who painted his fucking nails to stroke dicks.
Why do you say the same thing to Dennis Rodman then?
I'm still blaming him, homie.
Say the same thing about Dennis Rodman right now. I want to hear the same thing about Dennis Rodman right now.
Same with Dennis Rodman. You want to be weird as fuck? Guess what? Dennis Rodman earned it, though.
Say it. Nah, I was saying
I just said it. I just said it.
Break the whole thing down. The nails, all that shit. I want to say the same thing.
Dennis Rodman's hands.
You give him a pass. You give Dennis a pass.
Dennis Rodman's hands don't look that motherfucking sexy.
And then in other news, man, so a source close to Travis Kelce says that Taylor Swift was getting booed. We saw her getting booed. But we saw her getting booed really broke his heart. It broke Travis' heart to see Taylor Swift get booed.
By the way, T. Rich was supposed to come on at 8 o'clock. So go ahead.
A source close to Travis Kelce says that Taylor Swift mercilessly getting booed broke his heart. Travis was aware of Taylor getting booed and he felt helpless. Seeing the look on her face got to him. He always protects her and it broke his heart. Let's start there. bad for Taylor Swift?
Is that why he had a shitty game?
Do you feel bad for Taylor Swift?
No, I got this thing I wanted to show you that Bailey has that I'm wanted to bring up another question to you about Taylor Swift. This is something bigger that I wanted to ask you. Bailey, show it, Bailey. This is an all-time show. Show the fucking picture. Bailey, do as I say, not as I do. Remember, that's coaching. Smitty, what's wrong with your face? Why are you looking sad, homie?
I'm just nervous.
You're on the realest show on planet Earth. The realest show. 7,000 people in here right now. This is what this life in the world needs. We need real shit again. Number one, did he perform badly because of this, in your opinion? Yes or no?
No. He performed badly because he's old. He's no longer that same guy. He's the guy who plays good every now and then.
So 2 weeks prior, when he had 100 yards in the fucking against Buffalo, he was good again.
Plays decent every now and then. Look at the entirety of the season. He was not. He was high and low. Didn't really have a good season, honestly. He had a couple games here and there. He's at the point in his career where he plays decent every now and then. Can't do it every single day.
I call bullshit. There's a very situation going on. Was this her? She has a bulge that we don't know about. I'm wondering what is she? So I don't know. I don't know if that was her or not. Here's the thing. I believe wholeheartedly, that he was affected by the booze that was his lady or man or whatever took on.
Stop.
And that's where I'm at, homie. That's where I'm at with it.
You say lady or man. Stop, homie. Well, another topic.
Man, T-Rich, his mom's been better, but she's still doing the hospital stuff. So he's like, I could jump on, but I'm at the hospital. I said, man, don't trip on this shit.
That. Yeah. Take care of your mom. Well, staying on Travis Kelce's topic, Travis Kelce's Super Bowl suit, they say, was designed for women. Designer Micah Mary told GQ that the outfit was meant for women when it was shown at Paris Fashion Week just last month.
Hold on, homie. You got to bring me into this, homie. I didn't even know what was going on. Can you really just start the show, start this? Who is this?
It's Travis Kelce.
Why is everything having to do with a woman? It was made for a woman. His nails is painted. Dog, homie, stop.
Does this suit look like it's made for a woman to you?
Why are we even defending it? Why are we even defending it, homie? Why are we even bringing it up? Why are we having to give out? Why are we having to break down what he's wearing? We got to break down what he's wearing and say, I felt bad for Smitty right now, breaking it down, reading it from GQ magazine as if it's made for a woman. But Kelce said, I feel bad, homie, for cats that have to go down and break this down. He looked like my homeboy that was at the party the other day. I haven't seen in 20 years that was in a full corduroy suit.
Oh, my God. That shit was silly. I was trying
homie. Stop.
He like Starsky and Hutch.
He looked like Scooby-Doo.
He like dude from Starsky and Hutch, homie.
He looked like Scooby-Doo, homie. Go watch Scooby-Doo. You're too young probably, but listen, man.
How young you think I am, homie? He probably too young to have seen Scooby-Doo.
I'm gonna be honest. He looks gay.
Fuck.
And he looks gay, and so does the kid with the nails, and so does all these fucking weirdos, and I'm just tired of it. I just really am. I'm tired of it. It's fucking unbelievable, man.
Put a cigar in your mouth first, homie. Damn.
Well, it's already lit, though, Smitty. I don't want to fuck you up.
Fuck.
Is that fair? Is that fair? I didn't want to fuck up your shit, homie.
My Fox badge ain't gonna work no more.
Hey, let's dive into. I did something for you. Some fact or cap.
For who?
Me and you.
Got the cap brought to you by the U.S. Go to Bet US, promo code Coach JB. Tell them we sent you. Fact or cap, y'all. Andy Reid and Mahomes will never win another Super Bowl together.
Nah, you don't do fact or cap, homie. That's not how the energy. You've never did fact or cap.
I wanted to switch it up a little bit. It's the offseason.
Fuck. Didn't even let us know.
All right, you go.
Fact. Motherfucker said you go like soft and like sad, homie. I'm supposed to say it, homie. You're supposed to have like high energy. We just talked about it.
All right, go.
Fact or cap, brought to you by get on over there right now. Get you 100% off. Fact or cap, Andy Reid and Mahomes will never win another Super Bowl together.
That's a fact. What's wrong? What's wrong?
You guys know how the motherfuckers, he'd be hyped. He's super excited about this segment, and now he's doing some old B-word shit.
What's B-word, homie? You know how we do. I need some clarity.
He want to know B-word. I don't have to say, homie. Boss shit.
I need some clarity on that shit.
Beast mode.
Right. Yeah.
Boss.
Brass tacks, motherfucker.
Boss shit.
Brass tacks, right. Fucking B-word. What that mean, homie? Hey, this show been insane. It's like a Friday show.
Fact or cap, Andy Reid and Mahomes will never win another Super Bowl together.
Fact, 100%. It's done. Andy Reid has one more season left. They're not going to win next year. They're going to retire, and that's a wrap. Fact, homie. The dynasty is over. I put it on Twitter. Chiefs Kingdom is shitty. They mad at me, but I say what it is. The Chiefs dynasty is over. Fact.
I'm going to have to agree. Fact. Guaranteed. No more wins. They're done. Sick of forking them motherfuckers like Eddie Manyweather because he ain't around. And I ain't seen him since.
And Jada Benz didn't show up either. That's crazy.
Fact. She said cap it. Fact or cap? The Eagles are now the new NFL dynasty in the making.
I'm going to say fact. Jalen Hurts is young, still getting better. That O-line ain't going nowhere. Saquon got at least 2-3 more really good seasons left in him. Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown still there. Sirianni still there. Fact, homie.
I'm going to say.
In the making is what you said. In the making.
Yeah, in the making. I'm going to say cap. I'm going to go with cap. I think Jalen Hurts struggles. Every year they get a new coordinator. It takes them another new year to get back. So I don't think you can ever become a dynasty if you take a step back every other year. In fairness, they get a new coordinator every year. Sirianni's moving coaches along. But I'm going to say
you
cap.
You win a Super Bowl every other year, though. I mean, that ain't too bad, homie.
Yeah, they bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying dynasty. Yeah. Fact or cap, the Rams will be the Eagles' biggest threat next year.
Cap. They missed their window. This year was the year to do that. It won't be the same next year. It's a wrap. Matthew Stafford's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Cup is gone. He's sad. He didn't want to leave. Put out a real long, little message about what's going on there. It's a wrap. They'll be cool, but they won't be the real serious contenders next year. So cap.
And I'm trying to be non-biased, but I'm going to say fact they will be because of what Smitty just said. This was their year. This was their window. They were injured more than any other team, and nobody even picked them to go to the playoffs.
They were healthy when it mattered the most.
They should have beat the Eagles, who just won the Super Bowl in dominating fashion.
They didn't.
Next year, they'll be even better. Sean McVay knows what he's doing. I'm going to say fact and remind you. I'm saying the Rams because this is the NFC, and the NFC, in my opinion, is much better than the AFC going forward. I believe the NFC with the Lions, the Rams, the Packers, the Vikings, the fucking Eagles are much better than the shitty AFC that's been the Chiefs' Queendom's fucking stomping ground for the last 8 seasons in a horrible AFC West. But they are getting better. They are catching up. Maybe baby steps, but the AFC's catching up to the better NFC. So I'm going to say fact, the Rams are, because Goff can't get over the hump. We already saw Love in Green Bay shit the bed. And the Vikings, we don't know what they're doing at quarterback. And Jalen Hurts will have a new OC. It's prime time for the Rams to get back to a Super Bowl next year. Fact or cap? Jalen Hurts will win the MVP next season.
Cap. I like Joey Buckets. Joe Burrow is going to be the MVP next year.
He's another guy that misses every other year, though.
And exactly. So next year's the year, homie. They're going to make the playoffs.
This is the year. He's comeback player of the year. Next year, he'll be hurt again.
He'll be healthy. Next year, they're going to be in the AFC Championship game.
So the Ravens won't.
They beat them in the Ravens.
Can't be. Fact or cap? The Lakers won the trade now that AD is hurt.
Fact. They won a trade before he was hurt, homie. It's Luka Doncic, top 5 player in the game. One of the best scorers in the game. Led his team to the NBA Finals. Something AD did not do by himself when he was with the Hornets his first go around. So it's fact. They won a trade whether he's healthy or hurt.
I'm sorry. I can't watch ESPN right now on my screen. Shannon Sharp's in a fucking all pink suit. And I'm going to be honest. Look at
breast cancer. Breast cancer
in October.
I know, but he's probably just doing it, doing it again.
Breaking news, fellas. This has been a wild show, but this is just in. The Saints hired Kellen Moore as the next head coach. 2 days after the Super Bowl, so big news there. Saints have a new head coach.
Thank you, Larry. I guess Kellen Moore was locked in. I guess 2 things can be true. I guess you can hire your new staff and still go all in as being an OC and running a great offense, contrary to JB's belief. Shout out to Kellen Moore. He outcoached Spags, did his damn thing, and now he's about to lead the Saints to winning their division over the Bucks. Put your hand down, Jason. Leading them to win the division, the NFC South, win 10-11 games, and we'll see. We'll see if the Saints can be back to prominence. Go ahead, JB.
Who called this?
I'm not sure.
I'm on a pretty big show calling it, actually, too. I think they showed it on Super Bowl Sunday. Fact or cap, Bailey, who called this?
I think you did on All the Smoke, no?
I was asking.
But we've been knowing this, though. This ain't like you ain't like something. You ain't know nothing. We've been hearing about him. Like
how we been knowing it?
We've been knowing it.
This happened. How we been knowing it?
Yeah, but it hasn't been like some secret that he's gonna be the Saints. That's why I'm not super excited right now. We've been knowing.
I said 3 weeks ago.
We knew this shit 3 weeks ago.
We did.
Yeah, he got interviewed. Remember all the reports that he was already talking to.
Downgrading the show. I mean, keep downgrading that. Keep downgrading that. Your co-host breaks more news than any other person in sports media, and we don't get the credit. Keep downgrading it, though.
Break news means that you got an inside scoop and somebody told you, but you don't have.
Well, I said it. I did say that 3 weeks ago on this show.
Who you know the Saints?
You know I said it 3 weeks ago. I'm not going to tell you who. I told you guys.
No, you said it. I'm saying it was like a lucky guess. It wasn't like you had
I said who told me. I told you guys who told me on the fucking show, on this show.
Who did you say?
Don't worry about it. We can go back and find that out.
Just say it again.
Jordan Ortega, shut the fuck up. Go back and watch the show that I said it on, you fucking idiot. God. Anyway, I don't know, man. I think this has just been a regular ass show. I don't know why everybody thinks it's crazy on Twitter and shit. I just thought it was a regular show.
It was a wild show.
Am I tripping?
Eddie warned me before I hopped on this morning. He says we're going to have a crazy one. It ended up being wild. We talked about the big girl who had to sit down in the sectional. Talk about Ryan Williams fingernail painting. Travis Kelce wearing a outfit that was originally made for women. Taylor Swift getting booed and Travis Kelce's game not being that good. Trying to think what else. It's been a crazy ass show, homie. Mina Kimes and you Megan, she got a vote because she didn't snap a football or throw a football, although a lot of people on that list didn't throw it, but you point out her specifically. It's just this is a crazy day, bro. I'm exhausted.
Can you and Bailey read the DM that I got from someone that's mad at me? I just sent you guys.
I'm exhausted.
Smitty, can you read? Smitty, can you read it word for word?
Let me see. All right. Bailey, go ahead and jump on and read that for the people. It says,
you can't read it, Smitty?
No, I mean,
well, I'm not going to read it.
You can't read it. Why can't you read it?
Well, I don't know. You might have said something to this guy that I don't think we could say on here.
I'll read it in a nutshell. It says you're a closet momomexual, aren't you?
No, homosexual. You can say homosexual. That's not a problem.
Okay, somebody said you're a closet homosexual, aren't you? And then JB responded and said, no, I bang your mom daily.
No, I said I fuck your mom daily.
And then he said, B word.
And then what?
He said B word, F word, but not the fat word, the original F word. B word, original F word. So somebody told JB you're a closet homosexual, aren't you? JB responded and said, no, I'll fuck your mom daily. And then JB also said B word, original F word. End quote.
It's crazy. We really have original word, original F word. Motherfucker said original F word. Like, the way Smitty says shit is like, we got to get paid like major money. Like, somebody needs to really understand that this is I'm saying it could be, I'm just saying, I don't get it. I get I'm holding Smitty back a little bit. I get all that, but I get also that we have a show that nobody has. I don't understand.
You like confused a little bit?
Like, we got 7,000 people total. We had 1,500 or something. We had 20-something hundred yesterday live, but show's grown. No, I'm not bitching and moaning about that, but it should be like, I don't know. It should be like global. I don't get it.
We gotta do more stuff than what we doing. We gotta go do some stuff live at your homie restaurant. We gotta do.
I don't want to be content creator though. I don't want to be content creator. I want to be content reactionary creator.
Yeah, but you gotta be creative right now, man. Like, the shit ain't gonna just happen. Like, it's just like anything, man. I was undersized. Coach was telling me I was too short to get us a D1 scholarship. I had to figure it the fuck out. Just like this. We don't want to hear you complain and cry, JB. Figure it the fuck out. Let's figure this thing out, homie. We figured it out to this point, but to get to this level, to that next grande level, we're gonna do something that we never thought of, and that's why next week we're gonna say, we're gonna meet and we're gonna think about what we're gonna do.
In summation again, is that the word? In summation, break down today's show again. Break down today's show, every part of it real quick. So as we wrap the show up, what happened throughout the show? Talk about the hands, the guy's nails, and everything. Go ahead.
Basically, in a nutshell, we started off pretty clean, pretty cool. We talked about Luka Doncic. It was a great, normal show at first. Dr. Jesse Morse came on. It was a recap of the injuries throughout the season. Everything was going smooth. And out of nowhere, we kind of hit a shift. We started talking about Mina Kimes, and JB was mad that she has a vote because she never snapped the ball or thrown the ball. Steve Kim chimed in, kind of agreed with some stuff, disagreed with some stuff, and we kind of went on a cool debate there. Then we kind of shifted again and went on to Ryan Williams, Alabama star wide receiver, who got a nail polish deal for $2.3 million, and he's painting his nails. JB went on to call him different words, the G word, and kind of called it soft, and talked about how his hand looks so good that he wants them to stroke. When he sees that hand, he wants that hand to stroke his penile region. So then we go from there to Travis Kelce, and Travis Kelce wearing allegedly a fit yesterday before the game, or Sunday before the game, that was meant for women. Then we saw his wife, or his girlfriend, excuse me, Taylor Swift, getting booed, and he was sad. So JB think that's why Travis Kelce didn't play well. Then we had the big girl, of course. I skipped her earlier. We had the real big 525-pounder who was on the Breakfast Club, who couldn't sit down in a chair, who needed a half a session to be able to sit down, and JB went in on her as well. So this has been a crazy show all over the place. T. Rich couldn't get on, but for good reasons, and they're good on that. It's been a crazy show. I'm sore. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But tomorrow I'm flying out to San Francisco in the morning. Sorry, JB, for telling you late. But I'll do the first 30 minutes of the show, and then I'll try to jump on while I'm at the airport on my phone while I can, and then you have to show probably a little early. And then Thursday, Friday, I'll have my mic with me. I'll be in San Fran at an exclusive Airbnb. I cannot tell you the location. And then we will go ahead and do the show Thursday and Friday as normal. I agree,
In summation, that's what he said this show is.
I agree, Ron. Whatever you say, as long as you don't shoot me.
I think we should just do a boat show every day on the boat, and I just try, like, I push you in, and then like you get out or like whatever. I think that was what.
The problem was
like,
the boat show. The views wasn't even all that. It wasn't. It didn't do nothing special. So like, I'm at a point now where I do everything for reasons, homie. That's where I'm at.
That's actually not true.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
We're pretty good.
I ain't say it did bad. I said it wasn't special. It was my exact term.
Well, maybe you should jump in next time.
You and Bailey don't listen. That's the problem with you and Bailey.
Well, you should jump in next time.
Y'all select words y'all want to hear. Y'all heard ain't, and y'all just took that and they said, "Oh, actually, you're wrong. It was just really good." I said, "No, I said it wasn't special." So I do things for special reasons. Everything we do is for special reasons. So we gotta be real. It's enough. We work hard. That's one thing, Jason. We gotta think smarter now. That's where we at this offseason, thinking smarter.
I don't think we work that hard. Working that hard is like a fucking steel mill guy out there right now, just fucking under the mind.
It's always a harder job. I'm just saying we work hard for what we do. We do a daily Monday through Friday show. They put together a rundown. We do 3 hours of talking Monday through Friday. Most podcasts and shows are not daily like this. It's us. It's McAfee. Probably it. Like Club Shay Shay, as big as Club Shay Shay is, they do one episode a week. You know, I think Nightcap is a daily thing. They do him a chat. So I'm saying there's a few like out there, but there's not a lot of this daily internet show. So when I say work hard, I'm saying we do work hard in this space. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So we got to be smarter now.
5:59 a.m. and we start at 6, and we haven't talked the whole day since of the show the previous day. I don't know how that's working out. We don't even know what we did, what we went through, what the show's about. We know nothing. We don't do anything.
I think that's what makes the show the real show.
I got to clean the party up and shit. The house is a crazy mess still. It took me all day yesterday just to clean the house. The backyard, because I had to take Bailey to the airport, come back, and then the backyard, I had chairs, tables, balloons. I just cut the balloons, let them go. And so, like, I just did a lot of cleaning up the backyard. I had oil and grease and fucking taco trucks and
Why
shit.
do you have the A's help you clean before they left? You already paid for them.
The day that we were still here, the homies were still till yesterday morning still because Bailey kept them here all night.
Next time, make sure you pay extra to have them clean for you. You should not be cleaning the whole house by yourself.
Well, I got Consuelo and them are coming today.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, it's a 2-day cleanup after a party like that. So
the homies should have helped you clean. The homies that stayed the night should have helped you clean.
Oh, they did. Enoch helped out a lot, man. Helped me get the trash out.
He did everything, boy. You know what? Enoch was there the whole time.
Enoch didn't sleep with Bailey and them. They were in here until 4 a.m. And Enoch turned around, got up, and drove to Utah.
He was like a robot. He was like the fucking Terminator. Me and Enoch didn't talk to the end of the night. He walked up to me and said, "Hey, Darnell," walked right past me, didn't say anything. Tapped you on your shoulder, just turned the other way. He gave me his hand. I said, "Oh, I don't want no problems with you." My fault, ain't it? He fucked around, put a chip in my neck, and controlled me from Utah. Motherfucker, Elon Musk's cousin. This motherfucker's different. I swear to God, "Hey, Darnell, 8:00. You haven't heard a word from you. Tapped you on your back. You didn't say anything back to me. You turned the opposite direction." I said, "Damn, mother wasn't smiling or nothing." My fault, ain't it? You got some interesting people in your circle. I'm gonna leave it at that. You got gangsters. You got a couple gangsters. You got a few everyday regular people. Then you got the other group.
Who are they?
Weird motherfucker.
Let's dive into, we'll see you tomorrow, man. Work Boot Wednesday with No Mazzoni. We'll maybe break down the Super Bowl and get that game broken down. Maybe I can spend some time today and work hard and actually break down some film and go through every single Patrick Mahomes fuck up. And maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll see. On the realest show on planet Earth. Pound that like, subscribe, become a member, and make sure you head on over to Slap Nation because guess what? We'll be breaking down the Rams, the USC Trojans, the UCLA Bruins, the LA Chargers, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Doyers. We'll be breaking that all down on Slap Nation, 1 p.m. Eastern on Mondays, starting next Monday.
I can't wait for that, man. LA Kings talk.
What would be your intro to the LA Kings talk? Like if we were to start talking about the Kings.
I'll be like, what up, man? We here, man. The JB LA show, man, and we gotta start this thing off with the best team in the Pacific Division right now. Yeah, they're not number one by record, but they're number one in our hearts, and that's right, the West Coast team, the LA Kings, and it would be something like that.
How many black players are on the ice at any given one time?
Shit, at any given one time, 3 at most. At any given one time.
Is there 3 in the league?
I think in the league, I think it's 6 total, if I'm not mistaken. So,
I'm glad we have a league that's because football, basketball, 99% black.
Right.
I'm glad that we have a league that's 99% white.
I kept one. Yep, I kept one for now until we decide we want to take that shit over, and then we'll take that over too.
And I don't even think they're really like white. They're like, well, I guess all Euros are white, but it's like the real European white.
Y'all all came from there. Y'all stole the land from the Native Americans, and y'all took it. So like technically, y'all all like Europeans. But I know what you mean though. They're not like normal American white.
We didn't sell nothing. We just took it. We'll see you tomorrow. It's Work Boot Wednesday, man, on the Realest Show on Planet Earth. Pound that like, subscribe, become a member. We'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Peace.